For our movie today, this is a prime example of why you shouldn't date the people you work with. Now grab your tickets because we're getting to the theater. Hi there, everybody. Welcome to Getting to the Theater. I'm Adam.
I'm Erica.
I'm Abby.
Today's episode, we're talking about 1991's Frankie and Johnny, directed by Gary Marshall.
And we did a Gary Marshall movie last season, didn't we?
We did. You remember which one it was?
Was it my pick? Was it Never Been Kissed?
Yes.
Oh, my
Never
God.
Been Kissed. Gary Marshall.
Was that Gary Marshall?
Yeah.
I thought that was someone else.
No?
I know that Gary Marshall's directed several movies that I like Pretty Woman and The Princess Diaries.
Oh, he did Princess Diaries?
Yeah. Have you never noticed that a lot of the same actors are in both Pretty Woman and The Princess Diaries?
I've only seen Pretty
And this
Woman
movie?
once. But you know what? There are a lot of people from Princess Diaries in this movie. Yes. Okay.
There's even a scene in Princess Diaries that's similar to a scene in Pretty Woman.
Huh.
Or it might be Princess Diaries too. It's where she's waving and her bracelet falls off and the guy in the background catches it and says it happens all the time. That guy was in Pretty Woman as a waiter when Julia Roberts takes her, she's got the escargot in the tongs and it slips out and goes flying across the room. He catches it and goes, happens all the time.
So
It was the same guy. Same director.
He likes weird beats.
He's playing the same character.
Playing basically the same character, yeah.
Well, other things that Gary Marshall has directed. He did...
He did Beaches?
Did Beaches. He did Overboard.
Oh, my God.
I love that movie.
It's so good.
It's so weird.
Pretty Woman, which was the year before this. Frankie and Johnny, of course. The Other Sister, Runaway Bride, The Princess Diaries, Princess Diaries 2,
Raising Helen,
Valentine's Day, New Year's Eve, Mother's Day.
I worry about Gary Marshall's portrayal of love because it's not good. It's never been good. And honestly, I worry for his wife.
Yeah, several of the movies I did not know he directed. After learning that, I was like, yeah, I kind of see this toxic relationship thing he has rolling.
So, first of all, I think this is a different Gary Marshall. I looked it up because I didn't think that Gary Marshall had directed Never Been Kissed. And IMDb says it was directed by Raja Gosnell, but there was a Gary Marshall in the movie. I don't think it's the same Gary Marshall.
No, Gary Marshall is definitely in the movie. He plays her boss.
Is that the same Gary Marshall?
Yeah, he's the guy that's like, you're going to go undercover and learn what these kids are doing. Okay, so he might not have directed Never Been Kissed.
I think it's a different Gary Marshall.
The director was whoever you just said. I already forgot the name.
Raja Gosnell?
Yeah, so that is who directed it. Gary Marshall
Is in it.
Okay, yeah.
And he might be a producer. So I got that wrong.
Still questionable portrayals of love.
Yeah.
Associated with Gary Marshall.
Mm-hmm.
Also directed Mork and Mindy, part of Mork and Mindy and Laverne and Shirley.
Oh.
What is a Mork and Mindy?
That's the comedy show that was on back in the 80s with Robin Williams. He played an alien named Mork.
Mm-hmm. Runaway Bride, that's another one starring Julia Roberts and Richard Gere.
Yep.
Questionable love.
And then those Valentine's Day, New Year's Eve, and Mother's Day. Those were those big ensemble cast movies.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Mother's Day?
Mm-hmm.
That was his last movie.
And I think...
Oh, is he dead?
Yeah, Gary Marshall died in 2016.
Yeah.
Oh. Damn.
Not of COVID.
Oh, tragic.
Oh, my God.
9/11 then.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
Just ignore her. Oh, he's not even, by the look of it, not even a producer on Never Been Kissed.
Oh.
So...
He was just in it.
He's just in it, yeah. So, a week after this episode comes out, it will be Thanksgiving.
Yes.
So I hope everyone's looking forward to that. I know I am.
I going to my grandma's house, going to get me some food and eat well.
We do every year.
Yes. Yes, we do.
Last year, we went to a Brazilian steakhouse, and that feels like a tradition I want to continue.
Hell yeah.
That sounds fantastic.
It's the most Thanksgiving thing ever.
Oh, yeah.
But the movie we're talking about today is Frankie and Johnny, which is a romantic... Would it be? Yeah, romantic comedy drama. There's a lot of drama.
A lot of comedy,
romantic
though.
comedy.
It was funny. We
There,
had some
there were
good
some good laughs.
Yeah.
And
There were definitely some laughs.
Yeah. And this movie is about a line cook and a waitress at a little New York City diner that fall in love. Kinda.
He
Yeah.
fell in love.
He jumped.
Hard. It was
Yeah.
down bad.
Well, this movie stars Al Pacino, Michelle Pfeiffer as our lead roles.
A young Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah, she's probably 33.
She was 33. I
Yeah.
did look it up.
And Al Pacino was
She
about 41.
33, 51.
He was 51?
51.
According to what I looked up, I believe it said he was 51.
51.
Yeah, because there was like a whole thing where he was talking about...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Playing
Yeah, you're right.
someone in
51.
Yeah.
He was born in
He
49.
was like, I played
40.
somebody in my mid 40s when I was 50.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, and got away with it. And I'm like, oh, buddy, you looked your age. But I think it worked for the character.
I thought he was just, it was like when people in the 90s just looked old. I thought it was one of those situations. But looking at it, no, he's just old. Because I was like, damn, he's kind of old.
Yeah, after like his 80s movies, his age kind of caught up with him.
From the coke.
From smoking, probably drinking. But I did my math wrong. So our movie actually starts with Michelle Pfeiffer's Frankie heading home to Altoona, Pennsylvania, and she's heading back there for her godson's baptism.
Yeah, because it's their cousins, right?
I think it's her cousin, yeah. And she goes back to her mother's house, and the mother makes some comment about not having grandkids, and Frankie's like, "Mom, don't start."
Mm-hmm.
And in the background, we get those kids singing, what was it, the Itsy Bitsy Spider or something?
Yeah, I think
Yes.
you're right.
God, those kids not sing.
It was funny when those kids popped up and started singing. Erica just goes, "This is my own personal hell."
Yes.
It was bad. It was bad. And then they were like, "Aw, sing it again." I'm like, please don't.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. So her mom is also concerned with her staying in New York because it's a dangerous place. But Frankie likes it there, so she says she's going to head back.
No, Frankie's like, who cares if I'm unhappy there? It's where I want to live.
Oh, her mom does have that unhappy comment, doesn't she?
What she says is, I might not be the happiest person in the world, but it's not your fault.
Yeah.
Or it's not because of you. And that hit. Like, I felt that.
It's like, look,
That
you
was a
were-
good
you,
line.
you weren't a bad mom. Other people fucked me up.
The trauma I have is not you.
Let's not make this about you, Mom.
Yeah. And it's very much the, like, I might not be happy where I am, but I also know I'm not going to be happy here in Altoona.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not because of you.
It's
Like,
because
you're a
it's
great
called
mom.
Altoona.
Yeah, it's because we're basically an albacore town. Like, I don't know what, and it's a real town. Altoona's a real place.
Oh, no.
God.
Shout out to Altoona.
We love our listeners from Altoona.
That sounds like a character from a kid's cartoon. That's a tuna fish. His name's Al.
Oh, like a SpongeBob character?
Yeah, like, this is Altoona.
Wasn't that isn't there a mascot for the tuna?
Yeah, it's a fish. Don't remember.
fish.
Don't remember if he has a name though. It'd be great if his name is Altoona.
The sun-kissed
Oh my
fish?
God.
The one with the hat?
Maybe.
I think so. It's not the bumblebee. I know that much.
Yeah. So
Different.
while this is happening with Frankie, we are introduced to Johnny. He's being released from prison.
Meanwhile, the Frankie and Johnny song is playing in the background this whole time.
Yeah, we hear this song
Mhm.
probably 4 or 5 times.
It's the take my breath
It-
away of this movie.
It really is. Shout out to Top Gun last season. Not really much here with him getting out. I mean, the warden and a bunch of people say they're going to miss his cooking.
Yeah, this is where we find out immediately that he can cook.
Right. That's kind of it. I mean, he gets out. He He leaves, and then we see him in New York checking into his little flop house of an apartment.
A little halfway
Yeah,
house.
so when Michelle Pfeiffer is on the bus at the very jump of the movie,
Mhm.
the bus driver makes an announcement pointing out that like the penitentiary is right there.
Yeah,
that
they're driving
passing
right by it.
And so I thought they were going to meet on the bus as she's going back and he's getting out of prison. They're both going to New York. But they did not meet on the bus. My expectations were dashed.
Yeah. So she's on the bus back to New York.
Crying, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Which is honestly real sad.
Crying on a Greyhound?
Yeah, there's like, oh, that's a new low. Like only a step up from like crying in like a Greyhound bathroom.
Oh, gosh.
Or crying at a bus stop.
Yeah. When it's raining.
Oh, my God. Stop. You're making it so sad.
It's already sad.
When Frankie gets back to the city, she walks by like an electronics store and she's looking at the VCRs.
Wait, let's talk about like right when she gets off of the bus and she's coming out of the station.
The guy with the megaphone?
The guy with the megaphone. And I love, he's like screaming all about like, love Jesus. And this woman's like, she just yanks the microphone out of his hand. It's like, hey, meet me on the corner.
Oh, yeah. And then she's just like, thank you. And hands it. And the guy looks dumbfounded. Mm-hmm. So we have a shouting microphone guy. Mm-hmm. We have the VCR. And when Frankie gets to work, who's up front? Jorge?
Yes.
Jorge's out front.
He's trying to wave a cab down, I think.
Yes, because they're talking about a lady named Helen is being sent home by Nick, who owns the cafe. He's her very Greek cafe owner, played by Hector Elizondo, who is in many Gary Marshall films.
Is Hector Elizondo Greek?
Pretty Woman.
Princess Diaries.
I don't know if he is Greek
Princess
or not.
Diaries.
He had the brief appearance in Overboard as the guy who fishes Goldie Hawn out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
He was also the first guy to ever swear on cable TV in America.
Oh.
He got to say the word shit.
I'm looking up where he's from because now I'm interested.
Okay. He also has a
Born in
cast
New
on.
York City.
Oh, he was born in New York City?
New
Mm-hmm.
York City.
Okay. But he has his arm in a sling.
And the world's tiniest little ponytail.
Yeah. That tiny, tiny little ponytail. It's not doing anything.
He is Puerto Rican.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so they were like, racially ambiguous. This will work.
It's the 90s. It's probably filmed in 90.
You know what?
That'll work.
That's accurate. 90s.
He's good in this movie, though. I like him in this. He's funny.
And he's a good employer.
Yeah, he takes care of his employees.
Yeah.
So he's sending Helen home. Helen is a much older lady. She says she's dizzy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the second or third time it's happened this week. He's like, no, you need to go home. Don't stay at work. And he tells Jorge to get in the cab with her, go to the hospital. And he gives him money for the cab. And Jorge's like, how am I supposed to get back? And Nick goes, take the bus. I'm not giving you cab money. We need to take care of Helen here.
He's like, you have a Metro card.
And then Johnny comes in around the same time for looking for a job. But we also meet...
Oh. Sorry, I didn't... But before we meet Johnny again, we do see Jorge on the phone, because I did write a note about the immigration joke.
Yeah.
Before we see Johnny again. So, like, it's right before. So we get Jorge on the phone, and Michelle Pfeiffer is like, hey, where's my bacon? And one of the cooks is like, get him off the phone and you'll get it. So she leans over the counter and goes, Jorge, immigration. 3 customers go tearing out of the restaurant.
Yeah, she's like, no, I was just kidding.
Like, wait, it was a joke. It was a joke. And that hit different right about now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Those people would have been shot running out of the diner.
Well, the police was right there, and they were getting ready to get up and go chase them.
I missed that.
Yeah, there were like 2 cops that stood up, but they were like, let's finish our coffee. But the rest of our staff at the diner is, we have Cora, who is like the
flirty, the sexy one.
Yeah. We have Netta, who reminded me a lot of Gail from Bob's Burgers.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, right? we have Tino,
Uh-huh.
Peter, Jorge, Luther, and Pookie,
Oh, right.
the girl who runs the register.
Like she's fresh off the boat from Greece.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was her. Was that her name, or was that Nick's nickname for his niece?
Don't really know.
niece?
That they just referred to her as Pookie, and after a certain point, she's gone from the movie. But we turned subtitles on, and they kept calling her Pookie. So Johnny comes in looking for a job, and he's telling Nick, like, "Hey, here's my credentials from prison," and he's like, "Yeah, we hire a lot of line cooks. They come, they go." He goes, "Yeah, but you hire me, I'm not going anywhere." So Nick, there's this funny thing where he's like, "Pookie, close your ears," and he says something about, a lot of people fuck up, and when they do, Pookie, close your ears. When they fuck up, it's my problem or some shit like that.
Yeah, he said, like, a lot of people come here, Pookie, close your ears, and they fuck up. And then she uncovers her ears. He's like, I came here, Pookie, close your ears. I didn't fuck up.
That's what he says.
And just the back and forth is really funny.
Yeah, and Johnny is like, Pookie, close your ears. I'm not gonna fuck up. But he hires him there on the spot. He gets the job, and he tells him to come back tomorrow.
He likes his face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he even asked Pookie like what she thinks.
And Pookie's like, I'd fuck him.
Oh God.
No, Pookie said, I like his face, and he goes, me too.
Yeah, and he's leaving, and he's going across the street, and he's singing. Is it Camptown Ladies?
Yes.
Which is the same song I believe Kurt Russell sings in Overboard after he abducts Goldie Hawn, or is it Yippity Doo Dah?
Close. It's basically the same.
Yeah.
song.
Either way.
Zippity doo dah?
Zippity Doo Dah? Yeah, thank you. But there was a funny part when he's going down the subway. He's like, hey, I got a job today. And he's passing by this woman, and the audio is a dub of Gary Marshall.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, who gives a shit? I just thought they didn't even try to.
They didn't even try.
No, they were like, fuck it. We got to use this audio somewhere from Gary. He also had another cameo earlier in the movie. He was on the Greyhound bus with Michelle Pfeiffer.
Gary Marshall?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
He was one of the passengers on the Greyhound.
So then we cut to Michelle Pfeiffer walking down the street after her shift with the pizza and Chinese takeout?
Yeah, but I had a note here when they're putting Helen in the car. Mm-hmm. She tells Frankie that that lady at table 5 stiffed me last week. And Frankie goes, okay, thanks for telling me. I'll burn her toast.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say it's around the same time where she has that line of, she puts an order in and she goes, and a gun to shoot this bitch.
Mm-hmm.
It's either right there or it's the next day when we get back to their diner. But yeah, so like Erica just said, Frankie heads home, and there are some youths playing quarters in a chalk outline out in the street. And
Those Utes.
the youths. And
Utes.
yes, thank you, Vinny. Like a cop is shooing them away, and they're like, man, you take the body, you take the outline, we can't do anything around here.
He took our playgrounds.
Yeah. So when Frankie gets home, there's a random man in her apartment who looks like Dave Coulier from Full House.
Yeah, I see it.
And
Oh,
doesn't he? Like the whole time we were watching, every time I
Yeah.
saw him, I was like, man, he looks like somebody. And I finally realized it was Dave Coulier. He's putting up shelves,
Really badly.
and Frankie says that they're crooked. And this is Bobby, by the way.
Yes.
And Bobby says, no, the shelves aren't crooked, your floor's crooked.
Which,
which makes sense.
fair, yeah.
But also, is it just Bobby going, no, I'm not doing a bad job. It's not my fault.
It could also be that.
He
You know,
seemed very sincere.
A bad craftsman blames his tools, and Bobby's blaming the floor. But then we meet a young, baby-faced Nathan Lane in this movie, playing Tim, who is Frankie's neighbor and best friend. I loved Tim in this movie. He's great.
I love Nathan.
He was honestly...
I love Nathan Lane.
David
Yes.
Lane's he's so good.
Yes. And he's 35 in this movie?
Same age as you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Nathan Lane in this movie is the same age I am right now, which is wild to think about.
Beard?
I know, right?
Looked
Seeing him
so
with the
good.
beard was crazy. It did look good on him.
I don't think I've ever seen
My
him
dad
with
had
a
the same
beard like
beard in
that.
the 90s, though.
Maybe that was the thing.
No,
He
that
looked
was a
great.
thing in the 90s. I will say, because I looked it up, because I was a little bit surprised that Nathan Lane, I had never seen him, well, okay, not that I had never seen him play a gay character. I was surprised he was playing a gay character that early in his career.
Me too.
Because this was before he publicly came out.
And he didn't come out until after he did the Birdcage, which was 90,
Right.
98?
But he was also playing a gay character in the
And this was
Birdcage.
91.
Right. I mean,
Yes.
playing a gay character is one thing, but him coming out saying he's actually gay, he didn't even feel comfortable doing that around the time they were doing the Birdcage. Because there was that interview where Oprah was like flat out asking him, "Hey, are you gay?" And Robin Williams had a conversation with him before they went on, saying, "Hey, if you don't want to talk about it, we don't have to talk about it." So when Oprah asked that question, Robin Williams very quickly deflected it away to protect Nathan Lane.
And so I was surprised to see him playing this character.
Yeah.
I loved it. I think,
Yes.
honestly, he had one of the most authentic performances in this movie, I feel like.
He has the best
Up
line of the
until-
whole movie.
Best line.
He has the best lines in the movie.
Yeah.
He gets a lot of really good liners.
But no, he's great in this movie. I will say, bit of a spoiler, everyone does a good job in this movie, but Al Pacino is the most annoying fucking character in this film.
Yeah.
100%.
And as we talk about it through the episode, we will explain why. But for right now, we're going to talk about how Tim and Bobby met, which I love this story. He says they were at a Dr. Pepper audition.
Yeah.
And Tim was the little pepper and Bobby was the big pepper.
Yes. Which makes me wonder, like, if that's an actual, like, idea for, like, a Dr. Pepper commercial.
Big pepper, little pepper?
Yeah.
Maybe.
One of the 23 flavors.
Well, in the UK, their slogan is Dr. Pepper, what's the worst that could happen?
What the fuck?
What?
Yeah, I don't know why, but that's what it is.
Okay.
Uh-huh. You've been to the
no.
UK, you should know.
Yeah, but I wasn't drinking Dr. Pepper. I was
Oh.
just trying to find some sweet tea.
Oh my gosh. Oh, we also learn here that Frankie is a homebody. She wants to get her VCR. She wants to order pizza. She wants to sit home and watch movies. She doesn't like going out and
That
hanging out with
VCR
people.
was too damn expensive.
For real.
How much was it?
It was like $200.
For a VCR?
Shit's expensive when it first comes out. This was 1990.
Did the VCR just come out in 1990?
I don't think it just came out, but they certainly were more expensive back in the day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, look how expensive DVD players were when we were kids, like around 2000. They were probably...
I don't remember the price. I just
They're probably
came
about
home
$100.
one day and it was there. We had the VCR DVD combo.
Ooh.
For my mom still has it. Like, that's her current DVD player.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
My grandpa had one of those side-by-side VCRs where you could put a tape in one side and record it on the other side.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are living fancy.
Well, I didn't have it. My grandpa did.
Oh.
I do like the fact that they made a reference in this scene to the AIDS epidemic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Tim says we can't be afraid to put ourselves out there because of our past or some virus.
I thought that was very,
And I was
very
like, oh.
appropriate for the times we live in now.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot about this movie that has held up
Mm-hmm.
in a weird way. Like, I feel like it's very timely.
Which is sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the stuff.
The stuff we're still having to
The
fight
stuff.
for, but
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this movie gets real deep at the end.
Well, and I think it's important to point out, like, it is based off a play.
yeah.
Yeah,
This was a
Erica
play
told me
first.
that the other day.
And you can really tell at the end, like, that was the fact that a big chunk of the ending all happens in one room, in one evening.
Mm-hmm.
That feels very much like a play. Like, you could see that. I would bet money on the fact that this entire show the whole play itself. If it's a full-length play or a one-act. If it's a one-act, that whole thing happened in her.
Oh, yeah.
It does.
One
The
night.
whole thing does take place in her apartment.
Yeah. And then the movie, for the most part, takes place in 2 different locations.
Mm-hmm.
Most of this movie is either at the Apollo Diner where they work, or it's in Frankie's apartment.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say 90% of the movie is in those 2 spots.
Yeah.
Yeah. We do get some shots of other places, but that was all put in by the writers and Gary Marshall as filler, because plays don't always translate well to screen
No.
Mm-hmm.
because of the fact that, like, when you're writing a play, you're limited by what you know, timing and all of that. Like, people are not going to sit around for a play the same way they sit around for a movie.
Yeah.
No, but, like, I agree. Like, I feel like this movie could have shaved off a good 20 to 30 minutes.
This movie is just shy of 2 hours
100%.
with credits. But
It is too long.
Yeah.
yes, exactly. Erica is completely right. You could shave off an easy 20 minutes of this movie. Hour 38, perfect. So they have that little conversation in Frankie's apartment. We're starting to learn that she is kind of agoraphobic in a way. I learned it's a fear of open spaces and people, from my understanding. And at the same time, Johnny is at his place, his little flophouse apartment, watching Jeopardy, where they're talking about agoraphobia on the particular question they're on. And he's sitting there answering the questions for the contestant. So we get the idea that Johnny's a knowledgeable guy, like a Snapple. Bunch of random information under his hat, because he loves to read.
I feel like he's trying too hard. Like, he's the worst type of, like, smart guy.
He's a well-actually guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when I go to the gym and I get on the elliptical, I watch Jeopardy, and I have gotten, I do the same thing. Like, I will say the answers out loud on the elliptical. I know that makes me some kind of person, but it keeps my mind off of what I'm doing. And I think that because I hate running. I hate it.
Yeah.
I don't like,
No one likes
it's not
running.
fun for me. Nobody likes running. I run if I'm being chased.
Even then.
It gets my mind off of the task at hand. And I think that scene was great for, I think it's his way of trying to combat the loneliness
Mm-hmm.
Oh, definitely.
Of-
Definitely.
being alone.
Because he has
'cause
that
I think-
picture of his family sitting right there, too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, did he kill them?
That
I'm
was
like,
my
'cause we don't know
thought.
at this point.
Why he was
Right?
in jail?
We don't
yeah.
know how long he was in prison for.
We also don't know why he
So
was
it's
in
like-
prison. We don't find out till damn near the end of the
Yeah.
movie. But
No.
I was like, oh, his family's dead.
Mm-hmm.
He got them killed by
Killed
something.
them.
That's why he was in jail. Spoiler, it's far less interesting than that.
So stupid.
yeah.
But, like, I never jumped to murder. I was like, oh, his wife left him. Like, that was my immediate thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was like straight up like Manchester by the Sea. This man accidentally killed his family.
Oh, my God.
That's why he was in fucking prison.
We
But-
start getting images of all the people at the diner at this point
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
to bed.
Yep. And the first one we see is Helen, who keeps saying to herself, "I'm fine. I'm fine. They're over. I'm fine." And we see my favorite one, which was Nick. Nick is in bed watching soccer, and he's using one of those little grip strength exercisers on his arm that's inside of a sling. He heard it playing soccer. He told Johnny earlier, and
His wife is asleep next to him.
yeah, his wife is asleep next to him. But there's a goal scored in the game, and he cheers with his bad arm, and he's like ah. And what I love is 2 of his small children run in the room, and one of them's like, "Are you okay?" And he pokes it, and Nick is like, "No, don't touch." That's such a small kid thing to do. Oh, that looks like it hurt. Let me touch
I
it.
know.
Mm-hmm.
You all right there, Dad? Who else we get? We see Frankie on her pull-out bed watching her TV. Very small apartment. She has like the little kitchen when you walk in. There's a living room.
I think it's a good size for New York City.
Well, there's the bathroom, which has 2 doors. One by the front door, one that goes into the living room.
And a little foyer that leads to the bathroom.
Yeah, but the living room is the bedroom because the pull-out
And
bed.
the foyer is also part of the kitchen.
Yeah, very tiny apartment, and it's a nice shade of purple.
It's like 3 rooms. It is 3 rooms.
Yeah,
Yeah.
barely, because the kitchen and the living room are almost one room.
That's an open concept.
As open as you can get in New York City in the 90s.
We get Netta feeding the turtles.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
And eating bran.
Yeah, she was like, "You want some bran?"
Good old bran flakes.
Yeah. Really? In front of my cornflakes?
You might as well eat a rope and yank it through. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
That is a visual.
Yeah, Netta's regular. And she wants her turtles to know it.
Bringing it back to Never Been Kissed, though, Josie also had turtles.
She did.
Yeah.
Netta didn't make sad, lonely pillows, though.
No, yeah, that we know of.
Unlike our character, Josie from Never Been Kissed. Shout out to
I
Drew
wonder
Barrymore.
how much of Netta
Inspired Josie.
I wonder how much of Netta inspired Josie.
I would imagine a lot. They are very, not similar, because Netta's more outspoken and braver than Josie Gracie.
That is true.
Yeah.
Netta will say whatever she's thinking very sarcastically.
Yes.
We get Johnny going for dinner and picking up a hooker.
Oh, yeah, because he's like, "What's the rate?" She's like, 100. He goes, "Oh, I can't afford that." And she's like, "Oh, we can make a deal." And
That's a slow night.
yeah,
I'm like,
she says
how slow?
A slow night. And they go back to his place, and he just wanted somebody to cuddle with.
Very Mel Gibson of him.
Very, yes.
Yeah.
Mel Gibson brings that prostitute home in Lethal Weapon just to watch TV with him because he's lonely. Yep, but they lay there, and she is big spooning him.
Which, it's sad. Not that she's the big spoon, because, I will big spoon sometimes, which is, I look like a little koala backpack sometimes, I'm sure.
Yes,
But-
she does. Can confirm.
But, it's sad that he was was he being spooned in prison? Was, Big Al coming back, and spooning him for those...
It's nice to spoon someone without having a beard on the back of my neck. That sounded kind of like Doc Brown.
I don't think that.
I
was
think
it at
he's
all.
just
I think
fucking
it was just
lonely.
Oh.
We learn he
He's
wasn't in jail
supremely
that
lonely.
long compared to some people.
Mhm.
Now, the amount of time he's in jail is more than I want to ever spend in jail, but
True.
it's not that much time.
All of these people feel like caricatures of people you would see in New York,
Mm-hmm.
but in an almost endearing way.
Yeah, it's very positive.
Yeah, I mean, New York is a big ass city,
Yeah.
and people go there for all sorts of reasons. And a lot of people, I mean, they literally just end up going back home, or they make it, but they struggle. There's all sorts of people in New York, and I think this was just like an interesting little snapshot of these are your regular Joes just struggling, wanting to feel connected, wanting to be friends with people, wanting someone around who cares about them.
Mhm.
And I think that's really realistic. If it was good. It was good.
I feel like it
It's-
also shows that Hector Elizondo's character really pays well, because no one has a roommate in this. They all have their own apartment.
Oh yeah.
And they all only have one job. So he pays.
It was also the 90s.
That's true.
Yeah. One thing I really liked, to piggyback off of what Abby just said, none of the characters are negative stereotypes. This is 1991. It's very, very quick and easy for someone to have a gay character just be a stereotype.
That is true. But Rent did just come out. Or it's coming out?
Yeah. Or the fact we have so many immigrant characters in this movie. Like Nick isn't perceived as that stereotypical Hollywood immigrant landlord who's just like money, 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 money. He's like, no, let me take care of my people.
Yeah.
Now I'm also going to employ some of my family here, but I'm going to take care of the people who work for me. We learn Helen's worked there for 15 years. I mean, Nick has to be a good employer. And we have what I was trying to say just totally left my head. It just gone.
I do that sometimes.
Someone opened a window and it blew away. But just like I was trying to say, the portrayal of these different kinds of characters I really liked. Cora. Cora is supposed to be like the loose one, quote unquote. But I mean, she's still like chill, down to earth.
She's funny.
She's funny.
She's a good person.
Yeah. I like all the characters in this movie.
Except for Al Pacino.
Except for Johnny. And we start to see why very soon.
Yeah.
Actually, we start to see why, I think, right about now.
Well, this
Yeah,
is...
because we get to the next day.
Yeah.
Yep. And the next day starts with him chopping vegetables in a way that infuriated me.
It was so bad.
Thank you. And everyone's standing around him going, oh, the knife skills on this guy. And I'm like, what is he chopping celery for? Because those pieces are way too big.
They're too big. They're flying out everywhere. You're not holding it. Your fingers are in the wrong place. And he's just randomly slinging this knife.
He doesn't have his fingers tucked. Like, yeah, he's chopping this real fast, but that doesn't mean it's good. I could work on a car real fast, but that's probably going to mean I'm going to have some loose bolts somewhere. Jorge even says to him, I had a cousin who used to chop like that. He's missing 2 fingers.
Yeah. Jorge knows.
Yeah, he can't tie his shoes now. And Al Pacino, or Johnny, is just like, whoa.
Like, it just makes me wonder. There's that Keeping Up with the Kardashians scene where either Kendall or Kylie is trying to cut a cucumber and she doesn't know how to do it. That's what this reminded me of. I don't think Al Pacino has ever cut some celery.
No.
Because it makes no sense.
This is the opposite of the movie Chef. Have y'all ever seen Chef?
No.
I've made recipes from it, though.
That has got to be a movie that we watch point for this show because it is such a good fucking movie. But
stay tuned, listeners.
In Chef, yeah.
Shout out to Jon Favreau.
I'm going to make this one happen. Yeah, well, Jon Favreau studied with actual chefs to know what the fuck he was doing.
You know who didn't do that?
And
Bradley Cooper.
Al Pacino.
And Al Pacino.
Oh, Bradley.
Bradley Cooper had some
Burnt.
movie where he was a chef, and apparently it's
Burnt,
and it's wildly inaccurate.
I just feel like this. Granted, this is 1991, but maybe if you walk to the bodega down the street and ask the chef, like, "Hey, show me how to chop some celery real fast."
Yeah, you're not pulling up YouTube,
right?
Which is how we learn anything.
It's just like, has he never just hung out with his grandma in the kitchen? Like, but then also, what are you using pieces of celery unless you're making stock, maybe? But you're going. I don't know.
I think that we're supposed to just be impressed he's chopping fast, not well.
He's losing pieces of celery.
Hey, man, let's just all agree that Jorge was calling him out.
Jorge was like, "This.
You're gonna lose a finger."
Jorge was right.
Jorge was absolutely right.
Which is kind of funny because we get that comment from his coworker in just a minute about how if you open up his brain, it's just all pussy.
Yeah, we get that in a little while. Yeah, this is where we start seeing that Cora kind of has a thing for Johnny, and she tells Frankie, she's like, "Come here, look at this. He's got a cute little ass,
cute little tush."
And then someone says something, but you won't say it to him, and then she goes, "Hey, new guy, anyone ever told you got a cute little ass?" And he says someone did, but I don't remember who. And this is the first time we see the little gag in this movie about Frankie being the one that opens all the jars. Because Tino's trying to open this jar up and he can't get it. And he hands it to Frankie and she just pops that thing right open.
I think it's because she got big hands.
She got that fucking gorilla grip.
Is this where we find out there's two... is it 2 separate restaurants?
I just thought it was a restaurant with 2 separate sides.
I thought one was a Greek restaurant and one was a diner.
No, what it is it's kind of shaped like a U. So, and the kitchen is in the middle.
Yeah.
With a window on each side.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. Just one side of the restaurant looks more like a restaurant. The other side looks like a diner.
Yeah. That's why I thought it's it's a diner, one's a restaurant.
No, I just assumed it was all just the same place.
Oh.
Just one side looked a little different.
Yeah.
Okay.
And one side's a lot bigger. The other side is more narrow, and that's kind of the side where they take their breaks because there's that big booth in the back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which I think is what happens next is we see them sitting.
Well,
see 3 of them sitting and taking a break.
There's a great thing I missed about Cora. Cora's on the phone in the next shot with Frankie getting some stuff for some customers, and she's on the phone and she says, "Look, if he jumps, he jumps. All right, I gotta go." And it's never addressed any way after that. But
Nope.
the little things like that in this
Jumpy
movie
jump,
are
but they
great.
never do.
No. And then she's like trying to like get Frankie to like, look, isn't that new guy kind of cute? Don't you like him?
But then also, I think Frankie's like, when's Helen supposed to be back? And then Cora was like, I think she's supposed to be coming back later today or tomorrow or something like that.
Tomorrow maybe.
Yeah.
Frankie tells Johnny like, look, Mr. So-and-so on that table's a regular. He likes his eggs to be a little more runny. And Johnny's like, oh, pretty runny to me. All right, well, you know what? What the customer wants, they get. Raw eggs coming up. And she's like, not raw, runny. Where Cora is like, look at him. Come on. Isn't he? He's cute, right?
See, Cora's up here like gassing up Johnny for no reason.
Yeah. But then Frankie brings the customers his food. And
we've seen this old man somewhere before.
we
Not
have
sure
seen this
where.
old man before, but also this old man should be thrown out because he's like, oh, I call her my daughter-in-law. I want to call her something else.
But I stay for the grandchildren.
Yeah.
And he's like, I used to call women all sorts of things back in the day. Baby, girls, dolls, tootsies.
Yeah, because he says, you girls take such good care of me. And he goes, oh, I'm sorry. I should have said ladies. And Frankie's like, you should have said women. But then he's like, did I show you pictures of my grandkids? Look, here they are. I was like, shoot this old man.
But then they're a little out of shot, a little out of frame. And I was like, you can't even take good pictures of your grandkids?
Stop showing random people on the street or in this diner pictures of your grandkids, old people. Stop it.
But your dogs, yes. Show me pictures of your dogs.
Oh,
and
yeah.
your cats.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I want to see your dog pictures.
Yeah. So there's Cora walks up to Frankie and she says, the professor from the college put his hand up my skirt again. And Frankie's like, all right, you know what to do. I bump, you spill. And she's walking over there with a big pitcher of ice water. And she's pouring it. And then Frankie's like, ooh, oh no. Bumps into Cora, knocks all the water out into this guy's crotch.
And he makes the funniest face.
Yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Maybe he's into it.
He seemed like it. Should have hit him in the face with that fucking pitcher.
Right? Accidentally swirl
Yeah, right.
around, beat him
Oops.
upside the head.
Oh no, is that glass in your face? My bad. But they're sitting there at the booth. I think it's Luther, Tino, and Frankie. And she's like, why is a VCR this complicated? And I'm sitting there going, it's not fucking complicated. What am I missing? You just plug some wires in, right?
But maybe it was more complicated back in the day.
I guess.
Maybe there were more wires. People weren't as tech savvy back in the day.
But we see a shot later of Bobby trying to hook up the VCR, and he's just got the red and the white plugs. And you just keep hearing him and Johnny be like, oh, maybe that goes there, and that goes there, and oh, maybe I should, I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, see, because we grew up in an era where we were just constantly unhooking the VCR to hook up the N64, unhooking the VCR, the DVD player to hook up the PlayStation. So, we were basically little IT people back in the day. Whereas, these people, this is probably their first time seeing a computer.
That's true. That's a fair point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's why our parents were, so happy when, they had kids, because they're like, I don't have to worry about these electronics.
The kids learn how to program the time on the VCR.
Exactly. There's that that Mac commercial where the parents are trying to give their kids a Windows for Christmas.
And they're trying to program it.
Yeah, and they take all night to do it.
And they still can't get it.
Yep.
And it's like, don't let things be this complicated. Buy a Mac.
Which was infinitely more complicated back then.
Right. So as they're sitting there in the booth, this is where they're talking about Jorge, and Tino says that line of, yeah, if you cut his head open, you'll see nothing but a bunch of hairy triangles.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, he says his mind is only on pussy, and then he says if he cut his head open. And I even made a note. I was like, that line is out of pocket.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah. But it's
crazy.
Everyone's laughing about it.
Oh yeah.
And then Nick walks in, kind of ruins the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Helen's in the hospital, guys. The woman that we met once.
But we knew.
Oh, she was on the way out.
We get to that shot
Yeah.
in the beginning where she's getting ready to lay in bed. She's like, I'm fine. Adam immediately goes, well, she's about to die.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't far off.
And he even says
they say this is
her
it or something.
neighbor thinks this is it.
Yeah.
This is it. So we'll she's worked here for 15 years. Like, we should go.
They go see her at the hospital.
This is a very Erica coded scene.
Cora's like, you think she can hear us? And then Frankie's like, I don't know. To which Cora, in a open hospital floor, just goes, Helen.
It's me, Cora. Frankie's here too. She's just yelling at this woman.
This unconscious woman.
And I was like,
Frankie's like, it's a hospital.
I was like, that's something I would do though.
Are you awake? No, I'm still sleeping. Wake up. But then when they go back to work, and they have this conversation about how are we gonna end up like this alone? To which Frankie says she's not alone. Mm-hmm. She's got us. And then Cora, shouldn't have said this, but she's like, yeah, she's alone.
I mean, so I think it was a good line because it's like there's a difference between dying with people around and dying with people who love you around. And I think they cared about her.
Oh, absolutely.
But there's a difference, Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah, if you're like dying with some nurses, you're not technically dying alone. But if you're dying with your family around,
I mean, they're like her found family.
Yeah. Her work friends. We're coworkers.
Yeah.
I don't think Helen was on the bowling league.
Probably not.
Yeah.
But when they're back at work, when they're back at the diner, there's a man who starts having like an epileptic fit on the floor.
Yeah.
And they're like, call 911. And Jorge is on the phone yet again. And Frankie grabs the phone and hangs up. He goes, that was my girl.
Frankie's like, what's the matter with you? Call 911.
And Johnny's trying to get the people like back away from the man on the floor. And they roll him on his side. They check his like little medical alert necklace, epilepsy. So it's like, all right, he's going to be all right. Just keep him on his side. Ambulance is on the way. And this is where Johnny gets a little inappropriate. Because he's like, hey, I'm Johnny. She's like, yeah, I know. He's like, and you're Frankie. It's like the song, Frankie and Johnny. They were lovers.
And then he like won't just leave her alone. She's like, look, there's a man having an epileptic seizure right here.
Yeah, let's focus on this.
I think that because Johnny was the first one to go over there and try to help.
Yeah.
Yes.
And try and clear the people back because people were like looky-looing like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then Frankie runs over and is like, no, you got to get him on his side. Otherwise he'll choke on his tongue. So which I don't actually think is accurate, but whatever. So, and he's like, hey, where'd you learn how to do that? And she was like, the Girl Scouts. Let's focus on what's going on here.
Right?
And then that's when they find the necklace and he asks her, like, makes the connection between their names and asks her on a date.
While the guy is having an epileptic seizure right there.
What's funny, though,
right over his body,
is when he does that, it cuts to these two patrons who are like, oh, he just asked her out on a date.
Yeah.
Mind your business.
But to be fair, one of the ladies can't move because she is in a wheelchair right there.
But the man's having a medical fit on the floor. Let's focus on that right now.
Well, Johnny wasn't doing it.
Ma'am. But she turns him down, and it's funny when the guy comes to, and Johnny's like, "Hey there, buddy, welcome to the world." He's like, "What happened?" "Oh, nothing. I just got shot down by a lady I asked out." And the guy has a look on his face like, "What the fuck's this guy talking about?"
Right? What was even wilder though is like when the guy first starts having a seizure and they're like, "Is anyone a doctor?" Right? And they're like, "You look like a nurse. You're in scrubs." And she's like, "I'm a dental technician."
Yeah. And she had like her little. She had like a little like 1950s doctor cape,
right?
Cloak thing on in the diner.
But I was like, you should at least know, I don't know, some medical thing. You did do some health situation. You probably have the most skills out of anybody.
If epilepsy resided in your teeth, she might be able to help.
She can at least do CPR for sure.
Let me unplug this epileptic tooth you got. So we get Frankie back at her apartment, and she is watching her neighbors. And this scene is out of pocket. She's watching a old couple eat dinner, and the man has a 1,000-yard stare. Like, he's ready to end it all. There's a lady
He seems to be enjoying his food, though.
I mean, he's eating,
Yeah.
but he just lights are on, but nobody's home. And there's a lady downstairs who's getting into some sexy lingerie.
She's like one shot away from us seeing some ass and some puss. Like one hard turn.
Babe, we call it a hairy triangle.
Mm.
No.
I learned that from Tino. And
No, we don't. We don't need to do that.
shout out to hairy triangles.
Oh my god.
But the lady in the apartment
episode is sponsored by
Hairy Triangles, not a sponsor. And the lady, she's getting ready in the sexy lingerie, and then what looks like her husband comes home with a puppy.
Oh, that's the same lady?
It's the same lady.
Oh.
Because she puts on like that little nightie,
Okay.
and then the next shot we see is a man's got a puppy for her.
I thought it was a different couple, but dope.
I think it was the same woman.
Okay.
But
it was the same one.
yeah.
Because
Okay.
all she's wearing is like the lingerie
Yep.
and then like a white button down over it
Yeah.
And
as she's getting this puppy.
yes. So they must be celebrating their anniversary or something.
Or he cheated and he's trying to love bomb her.
Oh God, no. There's also a man upstairs who looks like a very dapper gentleman, where it's like he looks like he has old timey clothes. Almost, I think he had a handlebar mustache, and then takes off his wig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man's
He's
wearing a
trying
rug.
on toupees.
And then Frankie looks across at the building next to that one, and there's a woman inside who looks like a hotel cleaner, and this guy with a mullet walks in and just rocks this woman's shit.
It was the most.
Out of nowhere.
I was like, oh, they're about to hug, and then no,
Bam.
knuckles across the face. I was like, good God.
And like you can like hear
He's
the
just
hits.
standing there.
Yeah.
Well, we learn why. But yeah, Frankie is like paralyzed watching this, and like you can hear as the wife is being hit, like Frankie flinches every time she hears it.
Which also, he must be hitting her hard.
It's so fucking out of nowhere.
Mm.
Wow.
And the whole time we're seeing this, both of us are like, Frankie need to call the police.
Yeah. Can you get the phone, please? Oh, and Johnny is at his place looking lonely as hell.
Playing with the light.
Yeah.
No hooker this time.
No hooker. He spent his weekly hooker allowance.
But I was like, he was playing with the light, and I was like, oh, it must be nice. He must not be paying electricity there, because otherwise, you ain't turn the light on, off, and on like that.
Either leave it on or off.
We had that our light was flickering one time, and I like called out into the universe. I was like, listen here, ghost. If you ain't paying my electric bill, don't be playing with my lights. And it sure did stop.
Did it stop?
Yeah.
Oh no. Unrelated, you got any holy water?
Good question. We cut to Helen's funeral after that, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And we have Frankie, Cora, and Netta there.
Frankie wearing the same thing she wore to the baptism.
Yeah, by the look of it, that same gray top. And I love Cora is in black leather.
Cora's outfit is cute. Inappropriate, but cute.
Yeah. But Netta's saying she doesn't like funerals, she wants to go. And who would show up but Johnny? He comes in, he sits near the front, and they're like, why is he here? He didn't even know her.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on? And
Fair questions.
Fair questions. And Frankie is like, no, we should stay for a little bit. You know, Nick paid for this as like, you know, we didn't get the big funeral home because there's only 7 people in attendance, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, thank God we didn't. What was it?
We didn't book St. Lucia's or something.
We didn't
like that?
shell out St. Patrick's.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which I think is like a big ass, like, famous cathedral in New York.
I think so. Frankie says she's going to stay for a little bit longer, and Cora says something about
Needing a smoke?
no, she doesn't want to leave because Johnny's there.
Mm.
And she's like, never in my wildest dreams have I ever tried to pick up a guy at a funeral in front of a stiff. And then Frankie's like, oh, blow it out your ass. To which Cora says, classy. But they get up and leave, Netta and Cora, and then Johnny goes up to the coffin, and he, like, bows his head in front of the coffin. He's looking at the picture of Helen on top of it, and then he just quietly turns around and he walks out.
Which is insane. Not insane. It's not insane. I feel bad that they couldn't find a better picture of Helen, you know?
Because, like, she was in her work clothes.
Yeah.
In this photograph. She's also alone in the photograph.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder who took the photo.
To be here at my funeral photo, I would also only like to be the only person in there. Y'all don't need to be in this photo.
Oh, my God. Jesus.
Plenty of selfies for y'all to pick from.
Oh, my God. I'm going to pick the hot dog costume.
I'm the only one in there.
So we're back at the diner now, and this is another great part from Cora. She comes up to the window, and she's like, who do I have to fuck to get a waffle around here? And Tino just starts smiling and shaking his head, and then Cora turns 90 degrees and goes, forget the waffle.
Yeah, that is possibly my favorite line of this movie.
That was so good. Who do I have to fuck to get a waffle around here?
I think he even points at himself too.
Yep.
Oh, you might be right. You might be right.
Like me. Me. And she's like, forget the waffle.
Forget about the waffle. And Johnny's over there slicing turkey, and Frankie comes up to him, and she's like, hey, why were you at Helen's funeral? You didn't know her.
While she's grabbing a handful of ham, ripping it and shoving it into her mouth.
Oh yeah, she's just stealing food
He
from
ate
work
the
now.
turkey in the weirdest way.
Yes.
She was just shoveling it
And
in.
she's like gestating with it. I'm like, ma'am, not gestating, gesturing.
Gesturing. She's gestating with this turkey. She's becoming one with the turkey.
Oh no.
Gesticulating. That's the word I'm looking for.
Okay. But Johnny says basically it's like empathy. You know, just, you know, you feel something for another human being.
That's which he gives the definition for it. And I'm just like, my guy.
But it's in the way he gives the definition, because he explains it, and Frankie says, yeah, I know. And Johnny responds, and this is where I started to not like him. He says, no, you didn't. I didn't know it either until I looked it up.
Right? And it's like, empathy is not a new word. But just like, it's one of those situations of like, my guy, like, don't be a dick here.
He's being a well actually guy.
Mm-hmm.
This is where I was like, I don't know about this guy. But he's like, look, I've seen that look that was in her eye before. My mother had it. It's just disappointment. Disappointed about how life turns out. So, you know, I felt some need to go to her funeral. And then when Frankie walks away, he says something else. I don't remember what it was. And she goes, and you're cutting the turkey too thin. And the whole time, you guessed it, Jorge is on the phone.
Talking to his girlfriend. Who must not have a job. Unless she has maybe like a secretary job where she also just stays on the phone constantly.
Even though she needs to have that phone open.
Yeah.
And Johnny and Cora at this point start making eyes at each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's watching her serve a customer and she's like looking back at him like, yeah, okay, you like what you see? And the next shot we get is one of the
Fucking wild.
It's fucking all right. I wasn't expecting a sex scene in this film.
You get a couple.
Yeah. We got 2 or 3. And this is where Cora is wearing her gold pumps.
Cute shoes.
And she and Johnny are going at it. And Johnny looks like he's dead.
He looks like he is about to he's either having a stroke or like about to have one.
Like his eyes are wide open. He looks like he's straining.
His like legs are like flopping through.
Yeah. and Cora's like,
really?
Cora's like, are you okay?
Cora's like on top, just like, you know, doing her business. Like, okay, girl, you know, get that core workout. Yeah.
She's like, did you come? He goes, oh yeah. No, yeah.
He's like, I'm feeling dizzy. Can I get some water?
Where I used to be, I had to practice being quiet when I did that. So that's why I didn't make any noise.
Like, usually a guy, she points out, she's like, usually a guy moans or screams or yells or something.
He's like, you're quiet as a church mouse.
He's like, I have had to live in some places where he describes it, a full-throated orgasm is inappropriate.
Yeah.
And she's like, you live in a monastery? It's like something like that.
Yeah, but this is one of those scenes that could have ended right there. But we go on this whole long ass fucking thing about
take it for a walk.
Yeah, like he explains something in a way that she doesn't understand.
Was the position not right?
Yeah. The conversation didn't need to go on this long.
Where he like he like also actually is her.
Yeah,
because he's like, yeah, I like a woman astride, and she's like, why didn't you tell me? I could have did that.
And it's just you were doing it. Oh, okay. It's this whole this scene went on for too long, but it basically ends with
her being like, I'm lonely, you're lonely, we're all lonely, it's fine.
That's all this was two lonely people trying to get over their loneliness.
Which I like that bit. If we had just cut from them sleeping to her flopping over and be like, well, sorry.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like the conversation about the cum face was funny, but everything after that we didn't need. And he says, can I stay over? And she's like, no. Because if you stay over, we're just going to lie here awake.
Yeah, she's like, I have a boyfriend. I got 2 boyfriends. I'm looking for Mr. Right.
Yeah.
And, you ain't it. And we're just doing this because we were lonely.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good. He gets dressed. As he's leaving, she goes, hey, Johnny, it's not the end of the world. And I know, I've seen the end of the world.
Which was another thing made me think, what the fuck happened to this man's family?
Right.
And it's so dull when you find out what it is, listener.
Yep.
It's such a wet thud. But then they're at work the next day, and Johnny is in the men's room with the guys
talking about he's quoting Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, he's reading Romeo and Juliet to Jorge. The ladies are getting ready in their room.
That scene with the ladies is fucking hilarious.
Because of Cora.
Cora's so good with it.
Cora, hold on real quick. Cora is played by Kate Nelligan.
What has she been in?
Good question.
I do know for some reason she got a special title card at the beginning of the movie.
She did. Yeah, and it was like Kate Nelligan as Cora.
Was this like her last movie or something?
No, she's still alive as far as I know.
Oh.
Or it could be her first movie.
Well, if I'm reading IMDb correctly, she has not done anything since 2010.
Oh.
She was in an episode of Law & Order.
Haven't we all?
Wow.
Yeah, wasn't everyone?
Right. Lots of TV, movies, and shows. She was in The Cider House Rules, which I believe that's the one with Michael Caine from 99.
Michael Caine?
Charlize Theron was in that too, right?
I couldn't tell you. Boy Meets Girl, U.S. Marshals, Close Up and Personal. She was in Wolf, another Michelle Pfeiffer movie.
Maybe she was bumping uglies with Gary Marshall at the time, and he was like, yeah, I'll give you a special title card.
Oh,
Toots.
my gosh. Toots. Well, yeah. Kate Nelligan as Cora. And the guys are talking about, like reading poetry and something about making love. And Jorge has a line about, I get laid every night. And Tino's like, yeah, does. And he makes the jerking off hand motion. He's like, oppa, oppa.
Which I thought was funny.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. Because that's how guys really talk. It seems like a genuine thing, like you would talk about. I know guys who are like, man, I'm going to go home and get laid. I'm like, yeah, I bet you were.
Well, and even the women's conversation was very genuine.
Yes.
Getting together and just, when someone just hooked up with somebody new, you want to get the details.
I was like, tell me about it.
Now, Johnny does not talk about it to the other guys.
No.
He doesn't tell the other guys that he slept with Cora. But Cora is telling the other girls that she had sex with Johnny.
And her description of
it was weird.
It's so funny.
I don't remember her description. The one thing I do remember is when she's telling Frankie about a certain part of it, she whispers in his ear, and us as the audience don't get to hear what that is.
Yeah, but she's like, when she's telling Frankie about it, she's like, he was like as quiet as a church mouse.
Oh.
He's like, she was like, Marcel
Marceau.
Yeah, Marcel Marceau makes more, or has a louder come than he does.
Marcel Marceau, if you don't know, was a mime.
Yeah. Anyone
out there? I only know that because of George Carlin.
Oh, I thought it was because your sister.
Nope. Wasn't that
His older sister was a mime for a little bit.
in high
that's
school?
cool.
And my mom has a VHS tape of one of her school performances somewhere. So now everyone will know.
Yeah.
My sister doesn't listen to the show. It's fine. But yeah, Marcel comes louder than him. She talked about how she put on the gold pumps.
Mm-hmm.
And Frankie says something about, stop it. You're making Netta uncomfortable. And she's like, come on, Netta. Say it. Say it. For once in your life. Set yourself free. Say it. Copulate. And Netta just goes, I watched Dr. Ruth, you know. To which they all start busting out laughing.
I don't know what a Dr. Ruth is.
Dr. Ruth was a lady who had like a talk show in the 90s. And she was like sex positive.
Okay.
Yeah. I believe.
Okay.
Long before our time, from what I understand.
You know what's? I think that Dr. Ruth. Okay, do you remember the show Between the Lions?
Between the colors of the books, you gotta look between the lines.
That's a yes.
Yeah. So yes. So the PBS show, Dr. Ruth was on that show
Oh.
Doing
every
what?
once in a while. She would do little segments where she would basically somebody would come in with an issue that had to do with reading or whatever, and she would help them with that. So she was some sort of therapist.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay. She was a German-American sex therapist and talk show host. So the fact that she was on Between the Lions is wild.
Insane.
Next on PBS, Dr. Ruth.
Hey, I love PBS. They've never steered me wrong. I've never had a bad experience with them.
Today's episode of Dr. Ruth is brought to you by Bad Dragon.
Maybe.
Oh my God. Oh. Listeners, if you don't get that reference, good. Don't Google it.
Google it. Safe search
Or
off.
if you
Don't be a
actually,
pussy.
You know what? Here you go. If you are interested in Googling Bad Dragon, good for you. Support their business. If you are embarrassed to say the word copulate out loud, don't Google it. I'm helping you.
If you can't say penis, don't look it up.
Well, you're not going to see any either. You're going to see more tentacles than anything.
If you refer to vaginas as hairy triangles, don't Google it.
Yep.
Bad Dragon, brought to you by Hairy Triangles. One of the I don't know if he's a short order cook, what exactly Peter's job is, but he works in the kitchen. He gets a phone call. For once, Jorge's not on the phone. And he runs out into the restaurant, and he hops up on a chair, and he's like, one of my scripts sold in Hollywood. I'm going there to make a movie.
He's like, I'm quitting tomorrow.
He's like, I'm done. Which is great for Peter.
Did you catch the name of the movie?
I don't remember what it was.
It was Bloods on the Moon.
Was it really?
It's a gang
Yep.
film?
Oh, my God.
I don't know.
The Crips are from the stars. That's why they're enemies.
That's the sequel.
Yeah. Bloods on the Moon and Crips from the Stars. So they're having a party that night.
Johnny asks where Frankie lives, and Frankie, for some reason, tells him.
No. It's in that same scene. He's in the back alley playing handball with that cop.
With the cop!
Yeah, and the cop's like, all right, I gotta go arrest criminals. He clarifies her address. Because first he asked her if she wants to go to the party tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, well, you know, we can go together. You're at 539 whatever.
Like a stalker.
Yeah. And she's like, how'd you know my address? Well, I saw it on your punch card. Don't go looking at my punch card.
Yeah.
Sir.
Also, why is my address on my punch card?
Yeah, good question. 90s. But, no. Johnny, bad cook.
And she's like, meanwhile, she is like chewing on that paper cup.
Yeah, she's practically eating the cup.
I mean, she's probably like stressed. This random man now knows her address. Fair.
Yeah, terrifying. He's telling her, like, you know, look, we don't need to go alone. We can go together. And she says her apartment number is 6A. And he's like, I don't believe you. And that actually is her apartment number. She didn't lie. And so he got what he wanted and still didn't believe it. Because when they're back inside, he's asking her, like, all right, so is it really 6B? Come on. Johnny is trying too fucking hard this whole film.
Like, she clearly does not want to go out with him. He should read the room and leave her alone.
He's negging her to death for most of their interactions together. But Johnny's telling her inside, he goes, hey, is it okay if I, like, write you little cards or buy you little presents? And Frankie's like, no cards. I don't like cards. And if you can afford to buy me presents, that's fine. And he's like, whoa, little presents. Little things.
But also, sir, leave me alone.
Yeah. It's... But in this moment, Cora pops up, and she's like, hey, I'm looking for my tuna melt. And Frankie and Johnny are still talking, and they're at the counter. And this is where Cora has another great one-liner. And she goes, hey, you know what? Cancel that tuna melt. The customer just died of malnutrition.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Frankie did agree to go to the party with Johnny.
Oh, I love this scene.
This is pretty great. She's getting ready in her apartment. She's very nervous. Tim is there. Bobby is there. Bobby's trying to hook up her VCR.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, what am I doing? Why would I agree to this? I hate being the center of attention.
It's weird because she didn't actually really agree to go to the party with him.
Mm-hmm.
She just agreed that she would go to the party.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because then we get that scene. Yeah, she agrees to go to the party. Not necessarily with him. She just kind of says, I'll see you there. And then we get the scene of her getting ready with Tim and Bobby.
Yes.
And she's flying through her closet, which I get.
She's flying through her closet, but we find out she has an actual black dress. Why didn't she wear that to Helen's funeral?
Mm.
It smells like mothballs.
Okay.
But she has that thing of, I don't want to be the center of attention. I don't want people looking at me. And she's like, what do you think about this? And she pulls out this little red dress. And Tim's like, no, I think they'll definitely be looking at you if you wear that.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes through, he finds her a dress to wear. It's like a floral patterned dress.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a bad dress except for the big flower on the middle. Yeah, it's cute.
I mean,
it's very 90s.
It's on Michelle Pfeiffer. It's hard to make anything look bad.
Mm-hmm.
A 1990 Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh, you know what? Today, Michelle Pfeiffer also still looks great.
Michelle Pfeiffer does look great today.
Yeah.
This is pre-Catwoman. This is the year before Catwoman.
Oh, damn.
But we're talking about her little bit of past relationships here, and you get more of Philip. And Tim says something about you go from Mr. Abuse Me to Mr. Use Me.
Then there's the buzz downstairs.
No, she also talks about the Welsh man who proposed to her.
Who was married,
which was the kicker on that line.
Oh my god.
The reason that Tim didn't like him is because he proposed. Because they're talking about how Tim doesn't like some of the guys she's dated. Then that's when Johnny gets there after they have the talk about the Welshman. And he's like, hey, your name's on the buzzer, but there's no apartment number. And
another sign that he should not go.
Should not be there at all. And Tim's like, it's 6A.
And he buzzes him in. But that's where Tim has the line of, wait, his name is Johnny? Your name's Frankie? Hey, Frankie and Johnny. And Bobby's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, I give you 4 months. Because he made that comment earlier when Bobby said something. And he's like, I give this 6 months. And now he's like, you drop down to 4 months.
Yep.
Before I move on to someone new.
Uh-huh.
But it's like one of those things, like, is this song so well known that everybody but Bobby knows it?
Everybody but Bobby. Bobby's from Kentucky, though.
Oh.
Bobby's not a little city boy. Little country boy. Little country mouse. But no sooner do they ring him up, there's a knock at her door. You're like, oh my god, did he run up here?
Yeah, she is frantically trying to take her curlers out.
And Johnny...
Fix her hair.
Yeah, but her hair looks fine.
Yeah. Well, and this is where she says, he's like, did you agree to go to the party with him? And she's like, I don't think so. Maybe I did. Maybe he got that impression.
Which is one of those things of her trying to justify the situation where he is completely inappropriate in.
Boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny does not respect boundaries. Because he runs up to her door. Tim opens her door, and Johnny is standing there completely out of breath. And he goes, I don't know what came over me. I just ran up. I don't know why. He's like hyperventilating. He's also got on a turtleneck and a fucking full floor-length duster.
Well, it's probably cold. Like everybody, like, because Frankie has like a full-length jacket when they're headed out.
I guess that's true. Mm-hmm. This is where I have written in my notes, we have some awkward homophobia because
Yeah.
Johnny sits down.
This is one of my favorite lines in this movie, though.
Johnny sits down in the chair. Frankie's in the bathroom finishing getting ready, and Tim is trying to make small talk, and he goes, "Oh, is this your guys' first date?" And Johnny says, "Yeah, this will be our first date." And Tim says, "Oh, well, we just started dating recently too." And he goes, "You two are dating?" Yeah. You know, huh? That's interesting. You never know, do you?
You could never tell.
Yeah.
He's like, my cousin used to be gay. Or
My
my
cousin
cousin
just came out as gay.
just came out as gay. And then,
Yeah, like it's why does straight people feel the need to point out that they know other gay people?
This is
when they meet
1990.
Someone who's gay.
it's
This is 1991, and I know people who do this now.
it's also the
Yeah.
same as, someone being like, I have a black friend.
Oh, it's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Yes. But what was great was about that part where he says he has a gay cousin.
Mm-hmm.
Tim responds with, "Well, most people do."
And then he's like, well, he just came out. And he's like, I'll look him up in the directory, in the new listings.
Yeah.
Under the new listings. It is kind of funny. I do like that line, the gay cousin, like most people do, because I am the gay cousin. So it's like,
Same.
Right.
fair. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wait, that's true. We are the gay cousins.
Half gay. Let's calm down.
Right.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
We got to take that
Bit
out.
of-
'Cause
bit
it's
of-
coming out in November.
Yeah, we do have to, or we can just explain that we're recording this in June.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But Frankie asked Tim to come around to the other side of the bathroom door, and she's like, "What do you think about him?" He goes, "He seems nice. I mean, for all we know, he's not a serial killer." And she goes, "Thank you, Tim." And Johnny does another thing of Bobby hooking up the TV to the VCR. He's like, "Oh, well, let me help. Let me try to do it," and he just completely fucks it up.
Of course.
And he even has the line of, "Well, I guess I should learn to leave well enough alone."
And yet
doesn't. Never learns that lesson in this whole movie.
Nope.
So they leave for the party. He goes, "Tim, Bobby, it was nice meeting you guys."
And then I think it cuts to the party, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where
We jump to Peter's going away party.
Yep. They're sitting in a room full of people making out.
This apartment is fucking huge. Did anybody else notice that?
it's probably like a
Yeah, it was massive.
event space in the bottom of an apartment.
I mean, it could be, but it seemed like a giant loft apartment.
Mm.
This place was huge.
Uh-huh.
But he's sitting 2 inches from her face, and she's just not interested.
Yeah, and he's just staring at her. He goes, "Yeah, I noticed you at work. I thought you were cute." And then he has the grossest line. She's drinking a beer. He goes, "I love the way you swig."
And she
Ugh.
really is swigging though. The amount of backwash
And then-
in this beer.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm. And there are people sitting 3 feet away, just tongues in mouths.
Yeah.
Just sucking face.
All making out.
Like
Just
I
right there.
personally would not want to be making out with other people that close making out, because at this point we might as well just be in an orgy. Hands are touching hands.
I didn't realize this was a pineapple party. You people are
Freaking
disgusting.
Out, touching me, touching you.
Eat for reals.
And Johnny has that line of, "How old do you think I look?" And Frankie looks at him for a second, and she's like, "Late 40s."
He asks Frankie, "How old are you?" And she says, "You can't ask me that." And he goes, "Well, how old do you think I am?" And that's when he says,
Yeah, he does ask
late
her first. I
40s,
forgot about
and
that.
like, oh,
Peter has a little goodbye speech to everybody.
I mean, but to be fair, circling back to the ages,
Mm-hmm.
he does look like he's in his late 40s, if not 50.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was.
I wonder if they were
And-
putting any
and
shoe
he
polish
is.
in his hair. If he's 51, his hair is jet black still.
Oh yeah.
They're probably
Yeah.
putting some color in there.
I'm 33 and my hair is very gray.
You also weren't the head of a mob family in the 70s. Al Pacino.
This was the point where I looked up the ages that the actors were at. Because it's not uncommon in Hollywood movies for there to be an age gap, specifically skewing with an older man. And I think it's really important to point out that an 18-year age gap, because I think that is the age gap. It's 18 years between 33-year-old Michelle Pfeiffer and 51-year-old Al Pacino. Yes?
Mhm.
Did I do that math right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not as weird when the younger person is 33.
Yeah, like I was completely fine with her, like him being significantly older because she is an adult. Like she can make these full choices without being like coerced too hardly into anything. Whereas like if she was like 23, I'm like, get away from that child now.
Yeah, at 25, you know, your brain is fully developed. You can rent a car. You can date older people. That's fine.
You can get a hotel room without your parents first booking it and arriving with you.
Yeah. But the fact that the two characters we learn only have 10 years between them, whereas the actual actors, 18 years. Because Michelle Pfeiffer's playing older.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because they have this conversation several times, and like each time, each of them is a little bit older.
Yes. I think they have the conversation exactly 3 times. This is the first one. And then the movie ends with this conversation as well, which is another good part of the movie. Not just because it's the end.
Yeah.
But because I like the actual conversation.
Yeah.
But the Peter has his goodbye speech, and he thanks everybody. He especially his wife, and he says something about, when I move out to Hollywood, I'm gonna become big and famous and forget everybody. So, you know, don't forget me.
Wow.
Something like that. He's cracking a joke.
Yeah.
Peter's a cool guy.
We never see him again.
We don't. He leaves for Hollywood the next the next day. But he's talking to Frankie, and he hands her a jar. He's like, for old time's sake. I think this might be the 3rd time we've seen this. The last time was right before Helen went to the hospital. And she can't open the lid. Like, she's trying with all of her might, she cannot open it. And Peter starts laughing. He's like, me and 3 other guys tighten that on there. Just, you know, one last gag. And he has a line about he's thanking her for everything, but he also says
opening those jars for him.
Those jars. But he also says that he's sorry because on his first day he stole her tips. But she says, I know you did, but you paid it back.
Oh.
And then, you know, he's like, you were always so nice to me, and they hug. It's very sweet.
Because he was like, I was broke.
Mm-hmm. He was.
It's really broke.
Very. And Nick tells them that his cousin's going to play them some nice Greek music. And we have this long dance scene.
The dancing was wild.
I was like,
Wasn't it?
I don't think Al Pacino can dance.
But we know he can't dance because we learned that on the Godfather episode.
Yeah, but I thought it was like more of he can't dance
To the waltz?
To the waltz, which is what needed to be happening. This is, you can't dance, you can't find the beat. Like,
no, it's he's not Greek Mediterranean. He's Italian Mediterranean.
He was like he was trying to find the beat, and the beat kept losing him. Like, oh my god, it was.
Well, he asks Frankie to dance, and she says no, but he can ask Netta, and he's like, okay, I'll go ask Netta, and she says, yeah, but hold on, let me go fix my bra.
She was like, it just unsnapped.
My bra snapped.
Yeah, and then when she comes back, right before they go on the dance floor, you can hear Johnny go, "You're not wearing a bra, are you?"
Oh my god,
that was kind of funny. So they're out there dancing. Everyone's having a good time.
Like, it honestly, the way he was dancing felt culturally insensitive. Like,
not like he's not allowed to dance a Greek dance, but it looks like Al Pacino was just insulting the Greek dance.
yes,
He wasn't doing it well enough at all.
No, it's like, you're not even trying. Like, he's just swinging legs and shaking bodies, and I'm like,
everyone else is dancing in a circle around him.
Right? It's like, get out the center. Join the line, sir.
Let someone who's better at this do it. Nick, get in there.
Exactly.
Send in your Nona.
Where's Pookie?
I forgot about Pookie.
Oh my gosh, that would be like you and me trying to get in the middle of a dance at Zill's wedding.
Right?
Like, there is a time and a place, and it is not about us.
When they were dancing with the sticks, we would have gotten clobbered.
Yes.
We've been totally offbeat, missing every hit.
Yeah, Zill had to take us into the hallway to show us how it works.
So he was like, hey, I'll take you guys out into the hallway here, away from everyone, so you don't embarrass me, and I'll teach you how to do this dance.
That's not what he said.
That is not what he said.
But
the thought was there.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. It was beautiful.
Yeah, his family is from Gujarat.
Yeah. Al Pacino did not get that from Nick. I'd be like, hey, let me take you in the hallway, show you how to do this correctly, so you don't embarrass me in front of my family.
Sure.
But they have a great time at this party, and Frankie and Johnny leave together, and they're walking down the street, and she's talking about why she likes the movie Dumbo. because she has a lot of elephants in her apartment, and they had some line in that scene with all of her elephants on the shelf Bobby built about when their trunks
are up, it's good luck.
And Johnny says something, oh, when they're pointed toward the window. If they're not pointed toward the window, it's bad luck. Or so I read somewhere.
Of course.
Take that with a grain of salt. So when they're walking in the street here after the party, she says she likes elephants because the last movie her father took her to see was Dumbo.
When did she see it? When it first came out? How? When did Dumbo come out?
You know they re-release movies.
The 40s. And Disney did a lot of releasing movies in the beginning before like VCRs became popular.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. When they were opening the Disney Vault.
When they throw the shit in the vault and close the door.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why she likes elephants.
Okay.
And Johnny takes her to this secret flower market that he says only me and a couple hundred florists know about.
It's a beautiful market.
I'm sure it smells amazing in there.
Yes.
And this random lady's like, "You want to buy a corsage? You want to pick one out?" And Johnny's putting this corsage on Frankie, and she's like, "You didn't go to prom, did you?" And he goes, No, I did not." And they have their first kiss here, which is very awkward.
Also, don't corsages go on your wrist?
No, not necessarily.
Oh, I thought
No, 'cause
corsages
they have
were on the wrist and boutonnieres were on the jacket.
Oh, maybe you're right.
Well, I thought a corsage has a button on the back, like an actual pin.
I remember my corsage was on my wrist.
Mine was too.
Oh, I don't remember where mine was.
Because you probably had a boutonniere.
I know. I had a boutonniere. But he puts this on her, and then he's like being very forceful, not forceful, but very pushy here, where he's like, I think we should go back to your place.
Yes!
And she's like, "Look, Johnny, I like you a lot, but does this have to happen tonight?" And this is where we get another scene of someone talking, but you as the viewer don't get to hear what it is, because they're talking in front of this van, and the door rolls up, and it's a nice shot, and it would have worked better in a movie with a better
male lead.
Thank you. Because there's all these beautiful flowers in this truck, and they're talking, and it's silent for the viewer, and then they start to kiss very awkwardly.
Yeah, and it was very much like this whole scene made you think, oh, he was a little bit pushy, a little bit awkward in the beginning. He's a good guy, and then he says that, and she's very not into it.
This is where he becomes very pushy.
Yeah. Because, like, every moment after this, it's like she's not here for it. And he's like, fuck it. I'm going to keep trying.
He's like, yeah, you're not here for it, but I am. So why wouldn't we keep going? I'm into this.
Because it's at this point where I'm like, I don't like that he knows where she lives. Which is why, listeners, Adam didn't know where I lived for 4 months. Because I didn't want him to know where I lived just in case, shit got weird.
Yeah, but she found me, though. She saw my punch card.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
he kissed her like he wanted to put his entire tongue in her throat.
It was so gross. I was turned off for her because she was like trying to slowly push him off.
But then he was also doing that thing where he like just has like his fingertips on her cheeks.
Yeah,
like almost like you're holding her face. It was very weird.
Like it makes me worry for Al Pacino's wives.
And this is the thing that kills me is I love the movie Pretty Woman. Like, Pretty Woman is a great movie, in my opinion. And the kissing and the sex scenes in that movie, I guess it's just like who you cast. But it's so bad.
In Pretty Woman or in this one?
In this one.
Oh, okay.
Because the kissing, if you watch Pretty Woman, the kissing is fine. It's like not... But this man's mouth was all the way open.
He was like a fish going in.
Yes, like a fish, exactly.
Yeah. And you could tell Michelle Pfeiffer was not into it.
I don't know if Michelle Pfeiffer's character wasn't into it, because Michelle Pfeiffer did want to be part of this movie to work with Al Pacino again. And this is actually, should have mentioned earlier, this is their second film together. The first one they did was Scarface. Back in 1983.
Okay. I've never seen it.
I've also never seen Scarface.
It's a wild movie.
I only know there's cocaine in it.
You have Al Pacino playing a Cuban.
Racially ambiguous.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So...
Is it Gary Marshall?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Scarface is not a Gary Marshall picture. But so they do finally go back to Frankie's apartment, and she pulls out her little bed, and she puts on this. She has like on a nightie, and as she's getting the bed ready, Al Pacino bites her ass.
Yeah, them getting undressed for
fumbling.
Yes, it's like, have y'all never slept? You have 2 kids, Al Pacino. Have you never had sex before?
Well, this isn't, the mom from Christmas Vacation.
Ah.
Beverly D'Angelo. This is Michelle Pfeiffer. You got to go in differently.
Oh my gosh. Beverly D'Angelo does have his kid.
Yeah.
Forget about that.
Beverly D'Angelo birthed, I believe, 2 of Al Pacino's children.
Around this time.
Michelle Pfeiffer's leg is like behind his neck and
she
not
is
in
so
like,
flexible.
She's pulling a sock off.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's supposed to be like they're so overcome with
it's
sex.
Passion.
Yeah, where they like can't do anything
the purpose
correctly.
was.
But it doesn't convey that. It just looks like 2 idiots don't know how to get undressed.
No, I agree 100%. But in the moment of their making out here, Michelle Pfeiffer asks if he has anything. And he's like, "Oh, what? You mean like rubbers?" Oh.
What is that voice?
I don't know. My Al Pacino kind of sounds like Doc Brown.
It does.
But he's like, no, I don't have any rubbers.
When she said that before he's like goes in the rubbers, Miami says like, "Ooh, yeah, good. Check to make sure he doesn't have an STD because you don't know where that dick's been."
True.
Yeah.
In the 90s?
Especially, oh, she doesn't know he was in prison yet.
She doesn't know yet.
Yeah.
But this is where he gets very whiny. And he's like, I didn't know this would happen tonight. And she goes, yeah, and it's not. If you don't have a condom, it's not happening.
That's right.
And he says something about, what? Just because I don't have any, I'm being penalized? And she's like, you're not getting penalized. You're just not getting laid.
I love that line.
Yeah, but you're a grown-ass man. Fucking get over it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that, and you also had sex 2 weeks ago. Like, you'll be fine.
Either hang out with the lady you think is cute, or fucking go home and rub one out.
Go get the hooker again if you want to stick your dick in something.
No, the hookers are for cuddling.
Oh, right.
Hookers are for cuddling. But he keeps pushing anyway. He's like, look, just because we don't... And he keeps trying to start explaining and trying to make a case as why they should still fuck. And she goes, look, no, Johnny, what if I just made us a sandwich? How about that? If I give you some kind of meat, will you put your dick away? And she's got this amazing meatloaf in the fridge. They start picking at it with their bare hands. And he goes, oh, this is great. Did you make this? And she's cutting it, and she cuts her finger. And Johnny goes to the bathroom to look for Band-Aids. She says, look, Johnny, this isn't going to happen tonight. Look, I don't think this is the right time. And he's like, oh, what? I can't hear you. Sorry. Deaf. Got dick ear. I can't hear a thing with this thing.
And it's at this point I'm like, get out.
Yeah.
I'm calling Tim.
Well, and it's not even that she's just saying, like, it's not happening tonight. She starts walking back the whole thing. She's like, this is not a good idea. We work together. Like, I don't think this is working, period. Like, the 2 of them.
Yeah.
And that's where he starts getting freaked out because, I mean, it's one thing to say, like, hey, neither one of us has anything. It ain't happening tonight. We can still eat dinner and talk and whatever. Mm-hmm. We could still eat a sandwich together, whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I've done that before.
Yeah. It's something completely different when she starts pumping the brakes on the whole potential relationship.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, when she was like, hey, we're not doing this without a condom, he should have been like, I'm going to go get one. I'll be back. And if she would have been like more like, okay. But like, no, he's like, no, just let me stick it in just the tip.
Yeah, let me do.
He didn't say
Eric,
that.
That's basically where he was going.
But he was still pushing for this. And like Erica just said, she said no. So he should have been like, either I'm going to get one, or that's cool. Let's just eat some meatloaf.
Because it's like you're in New York City. If you can find a condom anywhere at this point. It's not like you're in South Carolina where your only choices are CVS or Walgreens because Walmart closed at like 10.
What city are they in?
New York City.
Which one?
New York City.
New York City. Shout out to Matt Berry.
But it's it's just like one of those things of just like, he could have had his dick wet like so much earlier if he had just been like, hey, I'm going to go get one. Give me 10 minutes.
He's acting like a teenage boy.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the movie Must Love Dogs?
With John Cusack?
Yeah, there's like a whole scene where they both realize like they're going to sleep together for the first time. They both realize they don't have. So there's this wild, like Fast and Furious driving scene where they go to like 8 different CVS's and can't find any condoms. And by the time they get one, I can't remember the actress's name, but she's like, yeah, the mood's kind of over. And John Cusack is like, yeah, all right, I get that.
That's the appropriate
That's how
response.
this should have gone. Yeah, she said no.
Yeah. Well,
we move on.
And this is where she joins him in the bathroom, and he bandages up her finger. And in that moment, he goes, I'm 42. And she says, I'm 32. And he goes, well, I'm 34.
44.
44, I'm sorry, 44. And she asks him, she goes, honest? And he says, I'll be 46 this year.
Oh, my God.
And she asked him what he wants for his birthday. And he says to stop bullshitting about his age. And Frankie says, I'll be 35 in October.
Oh, my God. It's just, I don't understand the need to lie about your age.
I don't know.
Like, I don't know why that was a thing.
I mean, I liked this conversation.
Yeah.
If what had led up to this conversation was a little different, I think this conversation would be really cute.
Yeah.
Between these two people who are kind of falling for each other.
He's falling. I don't know if she's falling.
Again, he jumped.
Yeah.
If they cut out all of these scenes where he is acting like a fucking creep, like this whole lead up to this scene didn't have to exist.
No.
Right? The whole like him trying to convince the whole I'm being penalized, whatever. Like if none of that happened, if say they had kissed, gotten home, maybe didn't do the whole back and forth, realized they didn't have a condom, said, okay, we'll make a sandwich. She still cuts her finger. We could have gotten to the same place, cut out about 5 minutes from the movie.
Yes. There's so much in this movie that I have said when Eric and I rewatched it yesterday. The only stuff you need to edit in this movie to make this a movie I absolutely loved was Al Pacino. Johnny is the worst character because of shit like this. Like, everything you just said was absolutely on point. This whole scene could have started the same way. You change the middle part from the rubber conversation up until the sandwich, and you have an amazing scene here. A scene where I have respect for the character.
A scene where I'm not worrying about Michelle Pfeiffer's safety because Johnny might take it too far and not understand
boundaries.
Because like I was sitting there, I was like, oh God, is he gonna do something here? Or is he not being able to leave?
But she opens up a little bit in this moment, which makes it way more believable that she does what she does next, which is tells him to open the medicine cabinet.
She had rubbers the whole time. Plot twist. But also, it was a thing of she didn't want him to know that she had rubbers because she didn't want him to think that she was a floozy. Which is wild because everyone likes sex. Let me rephrase that. Most people like sex.
It's the 90s, I guess. You know, people weren't being... Sex in the City hadn't popped out yet, so...
Women can't have condoms.
Yeah.
But they have sex. They have whoopee, I almost said.
But sex, loose term. Because...
This is the most awkward sex scene I've ever seen.
And I've seen the CW.
He puts on the radio, which is such a... Don't turn on the radio to have sex.
Right, you never know what's popping up.
Put on some Slipknot.
You're going to get car commercials.
Or ads for power washing.
Vanilla Ice, Ice Baby Pops on.
Oh, God, that'll make you soft.
You know, just mid-thrust, it's like, O'Reilly.
Oh, my God.
It's like the mood is over. Now we're done.
Morgan & Morgan here. Law Firm.
Talk about pumping the brakes.
Yeah, just look. Oh, man.
Oh, that's why you put on a CD.
Yeah.
That way you can control the music.
It's 91, so you have to put on that cassette Which
Oh,
also,
you're right.
Oh my god.
It also has commercials because you recorded it off the radio.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
But then also you put on the music and the side runs out too soon. Oh, shit, I got to flip the tape.
You don't know how far it is into that, so you're like, damn it, I put it on the wrong side.
If I hurry up and run over there real quick, I can get back before I get soft.
The end of this, like, because they have sex like multiple times throughout the night, and
This
this
is so
first
weird.
one ends with him like she's encouraging him
Wait,
to
wait,
make
wait.
noise when
Abby,
he
I'm sorry.
finishes. Oh no.
Sorry, real quick. Before that, he comes out of the bathroom and Michelle Pfeiffer was laying on the bed, and she was like trying to pull like the nightie strap down over her shoulder. And it's like, ma'am, you look like Michelle Pfeiffer in the 90s. You don't need to try to look sexy. Stop. But she has a great thing of Al Pacino comes out. He's like, is it on? He's like, well, no, you need to. She goes, oh, right. I know. I know how condoms work. Then we lead into that sex scene that you were talking about. I'm sorry.
Yeah. He screams right in her ear.
Yeah, and scream.
Because it's not an erotic moan or anything.
It sounds like he's being tortured.
It's like one of those, like, the cops are getting called because someone's dying.
This actually...
Poor Tim is in the hallway throwing away his trash.
Right?
Yeah,
Hears it.
Tim's like, oh, someone's fucking.
No, Tim's like, oh, someone's being murdered. But he's a good New Yorker, so he's like, not my business.
See nothing, say nothing. But no, the scream that Al Pacino lets out in this scene, it sounded like the same scream he lets out when his daughter dies in Godfather Part 3.
Oh my god.
That's around this time, though, too.
It was the year before, I believe, 1990. Spoiler for Godfather Part 3. But he just let out, I swear to you, listener, he's like, oh! That's his cum noise.
But it also makes me wonder, has Al Pacino ever had sex? Because...
The man just had a baby about a year or so ago.
Because, like, if this is his interpretation of, like, an orgasmic sound, what are we doing?
Well, I mean, the character has been pent up in jail for X amount of time. And he did say he had to be quiet in there. So this is just years of pent up freaking gooning that he's had in jail.
Oh, my God.
Mm-hmm.
And then after this amazing sex scene that was so weird,
she's like, get out.
No, they're just laying there eating roast beef off of Michelle Pfeiffer's tits.
I mean,
not roast beef, meatloaf. I apologize.
Eating the meatloaf.
And
she's got the full right on her boobs.
That's right.
I'm like, one, either she is getting burnt, or two, they're eating cold meatloaf. In bed.
Girl, cold meatloaf is good. Don't knock it till you try it.
I will not be trying it.
I also don't like cold food, so I'm with you.
Weak.
It's not that I don't mind cold. Like, pizza's fine. The idea of anything that is cold and wet, cold meatloaf.
I don't know. I don't really have
Unless
a lot
you're
of
eating
wet
dry
meatloaf.
fucking meatloaf.
I have a lot of
It can't
sopping
be not
wet meatloaf.
a little wet. No, it's not sopping wet.
It's
but
like
a
moist,
sponge of
but
meatloaf.
Like...
God.
Yeah.
Well, they're
Just disgusting.
They're having this tit loaf, and they're looking at each other. They're looking at each other like, "Good job." So we
Good
have
game, champ.
That's that one's so stupid. So at the next day at the diner, Cora is talking to a pregnant lady, and she's like asking if she can touch her belly, and she's like, "Oh, this is amazing. This is beautiful." And we can see that this is making Frankie uncomfortable. Like she's kind of like side-eyeing, looking at this interaction. She has, I don't want to say a disgusted look on her face, but almost like a grimace.
Yeah. She's like, I don't want to.
I don't like this.
Yeah.
And the lady's like,
That
"Oh,
is, to be fair, also the face that I make when confronted with the idea of touching a pregnant woman's stomach, because it terrifies me. If I put my hand on your stomach and I feel that thing move, I am bolting. I'm done.
if that thing kicks me, I'm going to kick it back."
Because, like, it gives me...
No, it's not like that. It's not like that. It freaks me the fuck out.
It gives me,
there
like,
is a living creature.
alien vibes. And I'm like, is this baby going to
Yep.
burst out
Well, I mean,
a la chest busters.
Well, I mean, chest bursters and babies have a lot in common. You know, they suck a lot of energy out of you. They burst through the chest. There's blood everywhere.
Exactly. I'm like, I don't like that.
That's how babies are born.
Horrifying.
Right? Yeah,
So
exactly.
I get, and obviously, we find out later why Frankie is the way she does, but it does. I get it. I understand.
Not for me.
I mean, especially if it's a stranger.
Mm-hmm.
But so the pregnant lady's making Frankie uncomfortable. Johnny is noticing this, and he's talking to her like if she ever wanted kids, and she said she doesn't like kids, or she just want to talk about it.
Yeah, because they don't have the conversation about children until later.
About his kids.
No. Yeah. About her children's situation till later.
Right, but right here he asked her if she ever wanted to have kids.
Yeah.
This is another so much of their relationship is like a roller coaster. Like they'll be fine for a second, and then like in a drop of a hat, the whole interaction turns very hostile. But then it turns back to being good again within the same conversation, which is another thing I did not like about this.
Well, it's one of those things of like not a conversation for work, you know?
No.
Yeah, and then she there's this weirdness where he offers to make her lunch because they're about to go on break.
Yep.
And
that's actually right around the same scene.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like she's like, I need some space here. I need time to get over you, which is exactly what she said. And I was like,
she says
a weird thing to say.
She says that after their little picnic, yeah. But they also have this moment of
did they already walk to work and play handball together?
No, that's coming up.
Okay.
Later.
The same scene before we leave the diner again. Nick has loaned Johnny his car. He has some kind of errand he has to run that we don't know what it is just yet. And then he tells Frankie, like, look, let's go talk about us, and we'll have a little picnic. Like, I can make a tuna sandwich, I can make a tuna casserole. And she goes, ooh, not casserole. No, I don't like casserole. He goes, okay, I can make some tuna sandwiches. I am defined by my tuna sandwiches. And the trick is, I take the tuna and I squeeze it between my fingertips to make it nice and smooth. Ew. And he's like getting real close to her while he's saying this. And she's like, knock it off, go away. Like being real playful and like she's smiling and everything.
Please don't touch my tuna.
Right.
With your fingers.
Sir, don't make my... Who made the tuna today? Oh, Johnny, I don't want it. He makes that with love and not the kind I want.
Mm-mm.
But then they have their little picnic. They're walking down the street. They're talking about he's still nagging her about why shouldn't we be a couple? Why shouldn't we be together? And he mentions the Frankie and Johnny song again.
Yeah.
And he has this creepy line of we were a couple before we met.
And then she's also like, didn't they murder each other in that song?
Yeah.
I think Frankie does murder Johnny in the song.
I'm surprised Johnny didn't murder Frankie in this movie.
Oh my God, for real.
With the way he acts sometimes. But yeah, just keeps pushing this thing, and she keeps saying she's not ready for a relationship. She's not looking for a relationship. Then they start playing handball.
In the most awkward way of handball.
Sorry to break in here. I did look up the lyrics to Frankie and Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
And Wikipedia literally describes it as a murder ballad.
Ooh.
Like, what's that Earl song by the Dixie Chicks?
Oh, I know what song you're talking about, but I don't know the name.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Earl.
Yes.
There you go, yeah.
Is that a murder ballad?
Yes.
Okay.
Because they murder him.
I would assume.
He gets got.
Oh, yeah. So Frankie and Johnny was cards. Frankie went down to the corner just for a bucket of beer. Asks the bartender, was Johnny there? So basically, Johnny cheats on him.
Wow.
And Frankie takes out a 44 and I'm quoting here, Rudy toot toot. 3 times she shot.
Rudy toot toot, I'm ready to shoot.
She shoots through the door and shoots Johnny because he was cheating on her. Yep. Wow.
And Johnny's like, this is a romantic song.
It's beautiful.
Of course we deserve to be each other.
Right.
And then Frankie goes to the electric chair at the end of and it literally says, this story has no moral, This story just goes to show that there ain't no good in men.
Oh my god.
Nice.
So there you go, listeners.
That's not really a good thing to base your relationship on.
No.
No, look, there's a song with our names in it.
Where I
Perfect.
cheat and you murder me.
And then you go to the chair.
Yeah, Marianne, Wanda, and Earl. Those are the goodbye, Earl.
So she tells Johnny that she has a bowling league tonight, and he says, "Well, that's great. I'll come bowl." And she goes, "No, it's a bowling league, so it's the teams, and I need to get over you for a night."
It's like, I don't want to see you at all.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Respect that.
Yes. And then it cuts to Johnny being in Nick's car, right?
Yes, we see him with some wrapped presents, and I think he's got a map out.
Yes.
Yep.
Which apparently this is how people navigated in the 90s, with an open map.
Yes.
That feels dangerous.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Now you just got your phone to look at.
Yeah, which the phone talks to me and tells me when to turn.
If the map was talking to you and telling you where to turn, that means you just left the bar.
Or you're in a Dora the Explorer situation.
Dora. Well, he drives up to this nice house out in the suburbs, and there are these two kids playing on the front lawn, and they're
With this random white man.
And the random white man is picking the kids up, and he's playing with them, and then there's the mom, and the scene kind of ends. Like, he's staring at these people, and we saw the photograph earlier in the movie, so we know this is his wife and his kids.
His ex-wife.
Ex-wife.
So they're alive. Plot
They're not dead.
Not dead.
Yeah, but the scene just ends. Like, he's in the car, he kind of looks down, and the scene ends.
This is like the most quintessential, like, 90s family. Like, I feel like they could be in an episode of Goosebumps or in like a commercial for Happy Family Life, like a Kodak moment, actually.
No, it's like a Goosebumps story, stalked by my cook.
Yeah, honestly. But it's like just so 90s Happy Family.
Very.
Yeah.
I could see it.
But also, props to that dad. He seems to love those kids.
He did.
Stepped up.
Yeah, good stepdad who stepped up.
Yep. Very Ron, what's Ron?
Swanson?
No. Dungeons and Daddies. The dad that stepped up.
Ron Stampler.
Yep.
Ron Stampler.
Shout out to Beth May. I hope you're having a good day, Beth May.
So, at the bowling league, it's Frankie, Cora, Tim, and Netta.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And these two twins who look like Andy Samberg in bad wigs.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
On a different team, right?
Different team.
They were wearing a different... Yeah.
Yeah, they had like on a pink shirt, and our main characters have on blue shirts.
Their pink shirt is actual bowling shirt.
Yeah, like a button down.
Yeah.
Where
Frankie,
our gang is wearing...
just a t-shirt with their name on it.
Yeah.
They do work at a diner.
They do. That's fair.
Yeah.
But they all have engraved, personalized bowling balls.
True. And I feel like if they told Nick about it, Nick would have bought them bowling shirts.
He would have sponsored them, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah. He would have had the restaurant on the back and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Not just because he's about business, but because he also wants his employees to have a good time.
Exactly. He likes a good work-life balance.
Yeah. So they're bowling, and we see that everyone's doing pretty good except for Netta. Like, at one point she bowls and it goes...
bowl.
Yeah, Frankie's killing it. She's getting a lot of spares and strikes. But Netta throws the ball down the lane and it goes right into the gutter. And Tim's like, "That was a great job, Netta." And Cora says, "Was it?" He goes, "Well, it was better than last time."
Mm-hmm.
And this is where...
Johnny just shows up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really, really should not have been there. Because Frankie's talking about... they're like, "Where'd you learn how to bowl?" In Altoona? And she says, "The only thing I got from Altoona was... oh, fuck. I can't remember what it was. But either way, she mentions that she's from Altoona. And Johnny is dumbfounded because he also learns, or he admits, he is from Altoona.
Yeah.
She's like, "Look, these coincidences between us, our names and that song, now we're both from Altoona, it doesn't mean anything." And she said she actually doesn't believe him at first. And she says something about, "Oh, did you go to the high school?" He goes, "No, because we left when I was 8.
But I did go to the elementary school.
On this street.
Yeah.
And you can see from her face, like, that's the moment she realizes that shitting.
Yeah.
Because who would just know the name? That would be like me saying I went to, I used to live in, I don't even know, but like just name dropping a random elementary school. Like, you're not just going to pull that out of your ass.
Right.
know?
Especially in the 90s when we don't have access to the internet like we do now.
Yeah.
Right.
But you can also tell that
she is so annoyed that he's here.
she is annoyed. She is becoming irritated because she's like twitching her foot. She can't sit still. She's very antsy in this moment.
He starts telling his whole life story.
Yes.
And people are enthralled.
Yes, they're listening to him more than they're bowling.
Mm-hmm.
Pissed off. She's so pissed off.
Rightfully so, because, like, it's one thing for him to, like, if she's like, hey, I have a bowling league, I'll see you on a different day. But she is supposed to like, I don't want you to come. And he still had the audacity to show up. No.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And then be confused at why she's upset.
Like, I feel like it is normal in a relationship to be like, I need some time to myself. I need some time with my friends, to just say like, hey, I'm going over to so-and-so's house and I would like it, you weren't, it's not that you weren't invited. It's just that I need some time to myself.
You don't have to do everything together.
Right.
Especially when this isn't even a relationship with these two yet.
Yeah.
They're still in the courting phase.
Mm-hmm.
Give this woman some fucking space.
Right? Like, she has, like, she explicitly was like, I don't want you to come. I need you, or I need space from you. And he still showed up. And he's like, I don't know why she's mad. Weird. Can't understand it.
Maybe if I just increase the negging, it'll work.
Bitches be crazy.
Yeah.
That's basically what he was like 2 steps from saying.
And then finally she snaps. She's like, are we going to bowl or what? And gets up with his handball.
Yeah.
No.
Bowls with it.
Oh, he did. Yeah, I'm sorry. I misheard you. I'm sorry. Yeah, his little handball, it rolls down the lane and it hits a pin and just bounces off the pin. When he threw it down the lane, I was like, well, you're never going to see that again. And then it comes back up through the bowling ball conveyor system that returns the balls. There's no way on earth.
Yeah.
It's too damn tiny. But Frankie gets up to bowl. He actually sits back down next to her. He's like, you okay? She goes, yeah, I'm fine. He goes, well, I wasn't sure if it would bother you if I showed up here.
Even though she was like, don't
come. And she goes, it's okay. And when she gets up to bowl, Johnny is like, looks like he's contemplating something. And he follows her up to the little ball return. And this is the scene that I saw online, which is the reason why I picked this movie. Before I saw this little clip on Instagram, I have never heard of this film. I knew nothing about it. But Al Pacino says to her, he's like, all right, everything out in the open. I love you. I'm in love with you. I think we ought to be married. We should have kids. 4, maybe 5. He goes, you don't have to say anything back. It's fine. I just need to say it and put it out there. Let it be in the open.
And honestly, not the place. Not the time, not the place. Why would you tell me on a bowling league when I told you not to come? I've only known you for 4 months, sir. What are you doing here?
Yeah.
Not even 4 months. Because we get a line later in the movie that he cooked a meal for someone in prison. He cooked their last meal for them. That was 2 months ago. He hasn't even been out of jail 2 months.
See, no, I hate everything about this.
Yes. And this is where Frankie truly, I wrote in my notes, she flips out, and rightfully so.
Yes.
Yeah.
But she's like, how dare you say that you love me and blah, blah, this bullshit. And he goes, oh, come on, Frankie. You shouldn't be vulgar like that. You shouldn't talk like that.
He specifically says, you don't talk like that.
You're right. You don't talk like that. And she's like, fuck you. How do you know? And she says fuck like 5 times here very fast.
Rightfully so.
But in proper sentences.
It's like, had it been me, I would have been, listen here, man. Fuck you and your bald-headed mama. Like, it would have been, I've insulting everybody.
No, but she's like, you don't fucking know me. You don't know how the fuck I talk. I can say whatever the fuck I like.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And honestly, it's like, yeah, go ahead, girl. Go off on him because he deserves it.
Absolutely.
Stab him. Hit him with the bowling ball.
But they walk away, and
He follows her.
he follows her into the bathroom. But we also have another great bit of comedy from Cora and Tim, because Cora says, well, I can't do anything about it. I slept with the guy. And Tim says, you slept with him? And she goes, what, she didn't tell you? She didn't tell you about the gold pumps? And Tim goes, he wore gold pumps? Great joke. Fantastic joke.
I love it. I would love to believe that was unscripted. Just that last line.
The two of them have the best one-liners in the movie.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
But they're in the bathroom now, and bathroom has the highest stall doors I've ever seen.
Like, I could not, like, unless the toilet is incredibly high, you're seeing everything.
Yeah, if you sit on one of these toilets, you're just looking at someone's crotch.
Yeah.
If you swung the door open, it would go over top of the toilet seat.
It would, yes.
I would not feel comfortable using these bathrooms. But basically they're in there, and she's like telling him, like, you know, you can't say you love someone like that just out of nowhere.
In the middle of a bowling league that you weren't invited to.
Right. Mm-hmm. Johnny has something about she can't ignore this, because if she ignores these feelings, she's just going to crawl back into the hole that she's trapped herself in. It's like Johnny is trying to get her to... Oh, God, how do I explain this? Frankie is a very damaged person. Mm-hmm. She has become reclusive to the world. She's scared of things. And Johnny is trying to bring her out of that, but the way they have him doing it is so fucking wrong. He's just making it worse.
He's like one step away from getting a restraining order filed against him.
Yes, I understand if he, like he says, he has a crush on this woman. That's fine. You want to help her be less reclusive and isolating. I get that. But you have to fucking respect these boundaries, which he does not do.
Right.
He's smothering her, and she says that. She's like, you don't love me, you're smothering me.
And it's bad enough that she goes into the stall and locks herself in the stall, and that's when Tim comes.
Yeah.
And is like, whoa, what's going on here?
He pulls Johnny out, and they have an exchange here. There's several times in the movie where they're like, they mention about, I couldn't see myself dating someone who used that expression. And it's a very, like, one of them is, pardon my French.
This one was barking up the wrong tree.
Yes.
You're barking up the wrong tree.
And what does Frankie say when she pops her head up?
So she says, if you think it's going to be like that, you're barking up the wrong tree. He says, that phrase, using a phrase like barking up the wrong tree. And she gets up on the toilet and is like, you drove me to it.
Yes, that's what it is.
And Tim finally, like, gets Johnny out of, like, manhandles him out of the bathroom. And Frankie is at this point crying.
Yep.
And she's like, I've never said that phrase in your life.
He drove me to say that phrase.
Barking up the wrong tree.
Yes.
And honestly, fair reaction. I've also never said barking up the wrong tree.
Never used it in its proper context.
Nope.
And then there's a little visual gag here. Some lady comes in the bathroom. She's washing her hands. Then she looks back at Tim. And Tim's kind of like looking like, oh, yeah, I'm in the wrong bathroom. He's like, I should leave.
It cuts to Frankie's apartment.
Is this where she's cleaning her bathtub with Comet? Yeah,
she's stress cleaning and fair. I've been there.
Yeah.
I've never stress cleaned.
Oh, no. Before we see her apartment, she's at that supermarket that night.
Oh.
The sugar supermarket.
Oh, yeah.
And she's just angrily throwing stuff in her cart, and she passes the lady we saw get hit earlier in the movie.
This scene is sponsored by Delamonte, because those green beans and corn are all over that owl.
Yeah.
And but she runs into the lady in the supermarket that she saw getting smacked around by her fucking husband. Mm-hmm. And she tells her, like, hey, I know he hit you. And
she's like, hey, I'm sorry, I live in the apartment diagonal from you.
She does say that, yep.
And honestly, I still would have been like, ma'am, leave me alone.
I mean, you can't be surprised. You have these floor-to-ceiling windows that are open. Everyone's seen you get hit by this man. But the woman just says, "I don't know what you're talking about," and she walks away.
Yes. Yep.
And then we see Johnny heading home, but he just sits on his front stoop.
Mm-hmm.
And I think then
we see Michelle Pfeiffer coming with her bags of groceries and
that paper bag,
and in classic fashion, the bag breaks.
it rips right out the bottom.
And this guy,
Good Samaritan on the street here.
this guy comes out of nowhere. And had it been me, before he could even say anything, I'm swinging.
But this guy runs up to this woman on a dark street, and his first, "Hey, don't be afraid." That would instantly make me afraid.
Immediately, I'm like, I'm just gonna go. You can have the groceries.
Are you the brown paper bag Avenger? You come out of the shadows when someone drops their groceries?
Well, even that, I would have been like, oh no, you're just like you're here to rob me.
Hey, don't be afraid. Ugh.
That'll do it.
That'll do it. Now she's got an armful of groceries and she just sits on her front stoop.
Just sits on the front stoop.
Yeah. So now after the stoop sitting and the brown paper bag ripping, now we have the part where Frankie's frantically cleaning her bathtub.
Yes.
Her phone keeps ringing. And
Tim's sitting there watching her clean the bathtub.
He brings the phone into her, and she just picks the phone off the receiver and puts it right back down. And Tim sits down with the phone, and it starts ringing again. And he says, "Don't worry, I'll handle it." And he just picks the phone up off the receiver and puts it back down again. It rings again. So Tim finally answers it. And he goes, "Look, Johnny, Frankie doesn't want to talk to you right now, all right? Now, if you want, or I know about a dozen women and men I could hook you up with."
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And then he hangs up. And then Michelle Pfeiffer's cleaning. She's like complaining about him and stuff. And then and she's freaking out, saying some stuff. I don't remember what she was saying.
Well, Tim's still on the phone with Johnny. He says something about going out tonight. Saturday is the most lonely night of the week. Mm-hmm. And he goes, "Oh my God, he's singing." And
yeah, he holds out the phone and you could hear him.
Yeah. But it's Frankie has a line about tell him to call back in 5 years.
And to go fuck himself. And she's like, because Tim's like, Frankie just said something very vulgar.
Yes, you're right. She does say that. But this is where Tim has my favorite line of the whole movie. Mm-hmm. He said, because Frankie closed the bathroom door at this point, and Tim goes, "Look, Johnny, I have to go. I'm expecting another call from you any minute."
That is an amazing line.
Then he hangs up on him. I love that part. Nathan Lane is delightful.
I like the fact that throughout this whole scene, he keeps asking Michelle Pfeiffer, he keeps asking Frankie, he's like, "Can I answer this?" And like the first time he just puts it right back down.
Yep.
Like he's just a good friend all around.
Really is.
Tim's great. So that night at the diner, it is packed. Mm-hmm. They have some event going on. They have a lot of people there. Nick has hired his grandma to work the register. And she's really funny because at one point we see her counting someone's change out, and then she just slides it onto the floor off the countertop. And she's like, "Thank you." I don't think grandma's all there anymore.
No. But Frankie walks in, and she sees John. He's like, "You were scheduled to be off today." And he goes, "So were you."
Yep. And they're like, "Look, let's not make anything of this. I'm not going to bother you." She says, "I need this job." And he goes, "I need this job too. But also, I would quit before I ever risked your job."
Yeah, he was like, "Look," she was like, "Nick doesn't want two co-workers hooking up with each other."
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Which is fair.
Yes.
Because it's messy.
Very fair.
They have this conversation here about his kids. And I really liked it because I felt like it was one of those bits that just felt very genuine, where, again, if a lot of the weird stuff had been cut out of the movie, this would feel like a really good scene.
Yes.
You know,
because he also apologizes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He says that he has 2 kids. She asks, "Oh, is that what your errand was about?" And he says yes. And he explains that, you know, his wife got remarried, and she's like, "Well, I bet your kids were glad to see you anyways." And he goes, "I didn't get out of the car."
Yep. They didn't know he was there.
He's like, "I don't know what to do." And she's like, "Call your ex-wife. Call her. And just ask. Explain it. And ask to try again. And that's all you can do is just keep trying to be there for them.
Yep. Because he also had he had a comment that he hadn't seen them in 2 years.
Yeah.
But they also have this. There's a table behind Frankie who keep trying to get her to come over, and she's talking to Johnny about the kids, and she finally goes over to the table and she goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, we're closed," and just walks away. Even though I think she was in the wrong there.
Yeah, because honestly, I think the people were just trying to get
some service.
Yeah, and she was ignoring them.
And they started off polite enough. Ma'am, could you come to our table, please? Nice enough.
Like, very rarely would I side with the customer, but the customer was in the right in this one.
Yes.
Yeah.
The next thing is Frankie sitting in the break booth, and Johnny comes over and goes, "Look, I'm on break too. I'm not here to talk to you. I'm just also on break."
But he's also, like, staring at her so hard.
This is funny because she's sitting there flipping a magazine, and you're looking at Al Pacino look at the magazine, and she's constantly flipping. And then he stops looking at his book, and he starts watching the magazine, and she probably flips the page about a dozen times. And then he's finally like, okay, good, she picked a spot. And I think this is where she has the line of, are you keeping something from me? Keeping a secret from me? And he's like what? And she says, are
you married?
Yes. He goes, no, not anymore. She goes, divorced? Yeah.
No, she's like, how many times?
Oh, how many times? You're right. I'm sorry. He also had the line about the wife. She wanted a nice big house in the suburbs. He was never going to be able to provide that.
But then also, I think this is where we find out, or she finds out that he was in prison.
Yes. Absolutely. Because she asks, have you ever been to jail? Yes. How long were you in for? 18 months.
A felony.
And she says, for what? It's because he signed someone else's name on somebody else's check. And he got caught. So she says, you're a forger? He goes, a failed forger. I did it once. Went to jail for it. And that's what I was talking about. Like, he had that line earlier about, I've seen the end of the world.
Like, I wish he had a better, like, going to prison story. Like, I
yes,
wish he was
exactly.
He was like money laundering or something, or like stealing from the top of like his company or something.
Killed a guy in a bar fight.
Yeah, accidentally. Like, had a whole Con Air situation.
That's exactly what I thought about Con Air. Yeah, it was just not interesting, the reason he was in jail. And then he was only in for 18 months. And he mentions that while he was in jail, that's where he learned to that's what he did all his reading.
Yes.
And he got books from a guy in jail named Henry Hank Hill.
Yep.
Hey there, Johnny. Yep. What you reading? You got some books about propane?
It's where he learned how to grill on propane and all the propane accessories.
We don't use coal or charcoal in here. That's a really bad Hank Hill impression. You think when he got out, though, he got a bah-ha-ha-ha blast.
A bah-ha-ha-ha blast.
But yeah, so this is the guy he mentions that...
That being said, I do not think he did get that Baja Blast because it wasn't released till the early 2000s.
Yeah. So Henry Hank Hill missed out.
Yeah.
But this is the guy he mentions that he cooked his last meal for him 2 months ago. Frankie was never married. She was cheated on 3 years ago by Philip.
And her best friend.
Yep. Which we learned that in the next scene, I believe.
Because they're walking home.
They are. He makes her the potato rose.
Well, yeah. So he takes a potato, cuts it into a rose, and dips it in beet juice, which makes it red. And we get this really nice scene with Frankie and Johnny at the end of the night. They're sitting at the counter. Nick comes by. And it's like very obvious that Nick does not want to leave Frankie alone with Johnny until he's sure that she's okay.
Yes. I noticed that on my second watch. Because he's side-eyeing Johnny.
Whoa, hardcore.
Yeah, but also there's a good part here where Johnny sits down and he says he called his ex and he's seeing the kids in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
But also the potato rose is just the potato on a fork with some celery tied to it with a rubber band. And Nick says, Frankie, you want me to drive you home? No. And then he eyes Johnny and he's like, okay, you know how to close up. Make sure you bring that fork back.
Mm-hmm.
Then they're walking home, I believe. Well, I'm sorry.
Yes.
When Nick leaves, he says, "All right, Grandma, come home. Let's go home. We can watch wrestling."
Yes.
About to treat Grandma to some friggin' pay-per-view. Johnny's walking Frankie home, and he has another out-of-pocket line of, "You ever think about killing yourself?"
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, every fucking second I'm with you. You're smothering me.
But Frankie's like, let's not talk about that. Why would you bring that up when you're about to go home with the woman? That's one of those, like, hey, we just fucked, let's lay in bed thoughts. Like,
It's something you ask after
the deed.
the coitus.
Yeah.
The copulation.
Yeah,
Yes.
copulation. But she says, yeah, who hasn't thought about that? And they have conversations about what they wanted to do with their lives. And Frankie mentions she wanted to be a teacher. Johnny learned how to cook actually in prison. We don't know what he did before prison, but he learned how to cook in jail, became good at it, liked doing it.
Something that gave him access to other people's checks, so maybe worked at a bank.
Maybe.
Which why, taking money off the top would have been a better, prison situation.
Would have been more interesting.
Yes.
They talk about Philip, how he cheated on Frankie 3 years ago with what she thought was her best friend, a woman who she gave money to, she gave her old TV to, and she mentions that she hopes it blows up in their faces.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a guy before Philip, but she doesn't want to talk about him.
No.
They're sitting there on the stoop of her apartment for a second, and Johnny's kind of just looking at her quietly, and she goes, "All right, you can come up, but be quiet."
I don't want Tim to know you're here.
But you're not staying the night.
That's what she says. You're not staying the night.
Yep.
And he's sitting there on her couch, and she's in the bathroom getting ready for bed, and she's wearing this pink robe.
The sexy robe.
Yes.
Yeah. And Johnny says, there's probably 100 amazing things I could be looking at right now, but I can't think of a single one of them while I'm looking at you. And she's like lotioning up, and then he's
like, open the robe. She's like, no. And he's like, no, I want to look at you.
yeah, open your robe. Ooh.
There was just something about the Frankie is this person who has built up all of these walls and this armor, and there is nothing more disarming than just being naked around another person.
I don't know. I am constantly naked
I know.
in my house. Like, I grew
You
up.
have answered the door naked when I've come over.
I have grown up. There's like this theory going on, and like if you grew up with a naked mom, like a mom who's just comfortable being naked, you also tend to be comfortable with your body and being naked. I grew up with a naked mom, so
I think there's a difference between, because I also grew up with a naked mom, and I'm frequently naked in my own house.
Yeah.
Like there's a difference between being confident in your body and being confident with someone looking at your body, like really just looking at you.
No, you look at it. I got it out. You look at it.
yeah, stare at me.
Yeah, I think it's a really great moment in this movie. It does feel a little weird just because of all the other, but I feel like it feels
also
weird
the way
because
he
of all
says
the
it.
other things that Johnny does.
Yes.
Yeah, if we had cut out some of the pre-mentioned creepiness from Johnny, this scene would have hit a whole lot differently.
And also, if Al Pacino didn't have creepy old man voice, I think it also would have played a little bit better. Like, as if it's Nathan Lane saying it, I'm like, sure.
Hey there, sweetheart.
But Al Pacino sounds like just like creepy old man. He's like, I just want to look at it.
Show it to me.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't like it.
Hoo-ah.
And he says it like, I want to look at you because you're the woman I love. I want to look at your face. I want to look at your butt, your stomach, your breasts, and she's like, don't say it. And he's like, I wasn't going to say it.
She's like, I hate that word.
I hate that word. I hate both of them. And I'm like, do we only have 2 words for it now?
Yeah,
I can think of 5 coming out of a drunk freaking sleep.
Yeah.
You roll over, you're just like, ugh.
There's a few different ways they say it in the vagina monologues.
Vulva, muff. But they're,
I
that was a reference to a Bill Burr joke.
Oh, no.
But she does it, and we actually counted because she said 15 seconds. And she had that robe open for damn near 2 minutes.
Yes.
And Al Pacino was just staring the whole time, didn't say a word, as she's going on about a parakeet.
Yeah.
Because right
Yeah,
beforehand, they mentioned a parakeet.
Because I was like, did she have a bird tattoo on her tit or something?
No, right before she opens her robe, she has the comment, and then she's telling the story about the bird with the robe open, and she mentions the only time she ever got her hands on that bird was the day it died.
Wow.
Well, and did you catch how long it took her to start talking? Because it was not very long. She's standing there in silence, and the scene is shot beautifully because you're getting the light from the window. It's kind of silhouetting through the robe. It's this gorgeously... He's sitting on the couch.
And you better
It's
believe that those windows are open. We don't believe in closed windows in
no
this
one
in this
believes
town.
in blinds in
No,
this
not-
neighborhood.
No.
Not in New York. It's another defense mechanism.
Yeah.
It's her. She starts talking.
She's got to fill the silence.
Yeah.
But Al Pacino's sitting there staring at her like a fat kid looking at cake, and she's like, "All right, that was more than 15 seconds." And honey, was it? And
Almost damn near 2 minutes. I was like, girl.
And she goes around to move the stuff on the couch, and he grabs her and he pulls her in onto his lap, and they start to kiss. And then
I think it cuts to after they're sexy.
Yeah.
yeah,
I would like to point out that this man was never 100% shirtless in this entire movie.
No,
always had a wife beater on.
the same wife beater.
And
It
was
looks
a
like
grody one.
The first
Yeah,
one was
it
it had holes or tears and shit in it.
the
was
collar
not
was
good.
pulled out.
Yeah.
Well, and then at one point, and I don't remember if it was this scene or a previous sex scene, he has it on like up to his nipples, like he pulled his arms out.
Oh yeah, it's the scene
But-
coming up. You can see Al Pacino's fucking little titty tassels hanging out. But yeah, I think Erica's right. It immediately cuts to the scene where it looks like we're post coitus, and the radio's on. It's playing this piano
Claire
score.
de Lune.
Yeah, thank you. And they're talking again, and they bring up a conversation about putting up armor, like putting up a defense mechanism, because Johnny is again kind of pushing. Frankie flips out again.
Which is fair because like she's giving a lot more than he's giving her.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like he wants all of her secrets, but doesn't want to give her any of his.
Yeah, because I mean he's told her everything about his character that's pertinent for the movie. He went to jail, what he went to jail for, how long he was in jail, the kids. But everything else is him trying to squeeze information out of her. But I think it plays back to that he wants to help her thing. He's just going about it the worst fucking way.
He's not a therapist. Don't try to help me.
No, he's not a therapist, and we can see that he's a line cook.
Yes.
But they get into it again, and Frankie says that she's tired of taking care of people. She wants someone to take care of her, but she's too scared. And Johnny uses a word here, and then he explains the definition. I don't remember what the word was. And she says, again, I know what it means. And he says, should we try affinity?
Yeah.
And then she's like, all right, I knew you were weird, but now you're just being cruel to
like-
insult someone's education or lack of.
It's like you were being a dick for
Yes.
no reason.
Yes. And this is, I think, where she tells him to leave. If he doesn't leave, she's like, I'm just going to call Tim. You know what? No, I'm going to call Bobby. He'll come over here and beat the fuck out of you. And he snatches the phone away from her.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's like, literally, I suddenly can't think of the word, but she's curled up in the corner, like on the ground crying, wanting this man to leave.
And he's not leaving.
No, he calls the radio show they were just listening to and makes a request for them to do an encore of that piece that just played.
Mm-hmm.
Claire de Lune.
What he says is, along the lines of, I want to know what that song was that you were just playing a minute ago, because I want to go out and I want to buy the record for this lady I love.
I think he says, "My lady love," exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, I know you're not going to believe this. My name's Johnny. Her name's Frankie. Like the song.
Yep.
And
Which everyone's making
And
it
I
out like
just-
this song is so romantic. People were murdered in the song.
yeah, it's not good. It's like the Copacabana.
Yeah.
And and he's like, I just need I know you don't take requests, but if you could play it one more time, because someone out there needs to know that just one night, there was a woman named Frankie and a man named Johnny, and they were in love. And maybe for a little while things were okay.
And she's starting to forget that, but he wants to remind her of it. He's something along those lines in this little phone call he gives.
I don't understand where he grasped onto that song and was like, I gotta make this the most romantic situation. Like,
no matter how broken this woman is, no matter how much she tells me she's not into a relationship, no matter how much she tries to push me away, I'm gonna keep coming back. But he basically gives a recap of the movie here. He's like, there's a man and a woman. He's a cook, she's a waitress. They meet, they make love, they aren't sure about the situation, and he just is laying it all out there in the hopes that this DJ will replay the song. And
holy shit. Sorry. I just looked up the play because I wanted to know, because this ending feels very much like this is directly from the play. Kathy Bates played Frankie in the off-Broadway production.
Yep.
And Stanley Tucci.
Stanley Tucci.
He's in, I think he might be on the on-Broadway play. Something. He produced it? One of two.
F. Murray Abraham originated the role of Johnny. He is... I know him most from Mythic Quest.
F. Murray Abraham?
But
he played Old Zero in the Grand Budapest Hotel, one of our previous episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
He was also in Scarface with Al Pacino.
Oh, and Michelle Pfeiffer.
And Michelle Pfeiffer.
He's in Moon Knight and season 2 of The White Lotus.
Oh, okay. Kathy Bates actually was trying to get the role of the character for the movie, but she was passed over for Pfeiffer.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And apparently, if I remember what I read correctly, Jeff Bridges was also in talks to play Johnny.
Nice.
Yeah.
He would have been better. I'm sorry.
I don't think Al Pacino is doing a bad job here with what he's given to work with. I just think he's given some bad stuff to work with.
Yeah.
Because I think Al Pacino could make this character work if this character was less of a fucking pain in the ass.
I don't think Al Pacino is good in a romantic comedy. He's either too old, because he honestly giving creepy old man vibes at a gas station.
When they're walking around with their tuna fish sandwich picnic, he's doing the old man thing. He's got his glasses down on the end of his nose, and he's talking over the glasses, or looking over the glasses.
Like, he is giving strong old man at gas station. Hey, young lady, I can help you pump your gas.
Hey there, little girl.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Which is why I don't go to the gas station after 5 p.m.
Yeah.
But the DJ does play the song again. And he's like, look, I think I'm having my leg pulled. I don't think these people are real. But I'm going to play the song one more time. If they are out there, they'll hear it.
At this point,
she's
Frankie,
locked herself in the bathroom.
No, she's still on the floor. She's still on the floor.
We did skip... No, because the radio doesn't happen until the very end. We can't skip over the fact that, after Johnny makes that phone call, Frankie goes and sits next to him on the bed and shows him the back of her head.
Yes, this...
and explains that before Philip...
Yeah.
She was with a man who hit her, and he did that with a belt buckle.
We don't see it.
No.
But, like, she has to have one heinous fucking scar on the back of her head.
Mm-hmm.
This is where this movie takes such a heavy turn.
I wouldn't say it took a heavy turn. I feel like we were always leading there, because Al Pacino was creepy as fuck the whole time.
Well, not with Al, though, with Frankie. Like, we finally get the reason for her, the way her character is, the way she is. But it's the way it's delivered is some heavy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And which is why she was reacting so heavily to that woman getting hit at the beginning of the movie.
She explains that
she was pregnant.
And it's funny because, like, not funny, but it's a good bit of acting because Johnny leans over and he kisses it and he's like, it's gone.
Yeah.
I made it go away. And she's like, it's never going to go away.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we also...
can't make this go away.
We missed something at the bowling alley earlier when he's telling her that he loved her and he wanted to have kids. She's like, I can't have kids.
I don't want kids. I don't like kids. And then she says, I can't have kids. Are you happy?
Mhm.
Yes. And in this scene, we are told why.
Yeah. So
Uh,
basically, that guy had beat her up while she was pregnant, and there were massive complications, and she now cannot have kids.
and she lost the baby.
Yeah.
And Eric was right. She did go up into the bathroom.
Mhm.
I forgot about that part.
Mhm.
And Johnny is telling her, like, look, the bad times are gonna come. I can't stop that. But when they come back, I'm gonna be here next to you.
And we'll get through them together.
Yeah, but she says I can't, and she gets up, and that's when she goes into the bathroom.
And it's like, it's a sweet line and a sweet moment. If it was done by anyone other than Johnny.
If yes, the ending here, I like after the phone call he makes to the radio station, because I like all this. It's just everything, not everything. Let me phrase that. Most of the shit with Johnny leading up to this moment just kind of taints it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He decides to respect her in that moment.
Finally.
Yeah. He gets dressed and turns on the radio, and that's when
Yes.
Midnight with Marlon starts saying, I don't usually take requests.
Yep.
I know that there's 2 people out there. I wish I knew what your real names were, because they sure as hell ain't Frankie and Johnny. I know
Yes.
my leg's being pulled.
Yes.
But just this once, because we all need to believe in a little love, you know, an encore for you two, wherever you are. And it starts playing, and that's where we get the important detail about there being 2 bathroom doors.
Yes.
Well,
Because Johnny is at the door to the apartment, about to walk out, and that second bathroom door opens, and Michelle Pfeiffer has changed out of the robe. She has put on her ratty t-shirt and her thick wool socks.
I was about to say, she has some of these look like some comfortable ass socks.
Mm-hmm.
They look big and fluffy.
Yeah. And she is brushing her teeth, which is, I feel like it's another one of those moments where it's like, she's not putting up a front. This is 100% who she is. She has taken down her walls, and she offers him the toothbrush. A different toothbrush, thank God.
Because she puts on a like a red robe.
She has like 7 robes.
Right. She's got the little pink one. She's got a brown one, and she's got, I want to say, this red one she's wearing, or it's blue.
It's red.
Okay. So
Or like a dark fuchsia.
Yeah, when she opens that door.
It's not silky.
No,
No.
it's
like a ratty.
it looks like the kind of like when we were watching this, Erica was like, "How many robes does this woman have?"
Because she keeps pulling them off. It was like a scarf coming out of a clown pocket.
Because she's like, "What's that robe for?" I was like, "Well, that was a sexy time robe." Well, what's that robe for? Well, that's the robe you wear when you're about to go to bed. And she's like, "Well, what's that robe for?" That one's after you take a shower. You know, you got to have a robe for everything. That one's for right before you shoot a porno.
I don't own any robes, so I don't know, man.
Well, we can't keep you in clothes. But Johnny's in the bathroom now, and Frankie goes over to the window, and it's daytime. This last bit of the movie is taking place all throughout the night, and she opens her window, and she's sitting there brushing her teeth, and I think we timed it. She brushed her teeth for like, what, 5 minutes?
Damn near.
Oh my God, so long.
I was like, am I not brushing my teeth long enough the way she was brushing it?
She's going to town on those bad boys.
Oh my God.
Erica said something about her dentist must love her.
Yes.
And Johnny's in the bathroom, and he grabs the brown robe off the back of the door, and he puts that one on. He comes out and sits down next to her by the window, and she had noticed that the woman who had been getting hit across the way had cleaned out her closet and left.
So did the abuser. He also noticed that she had also cleaned up the closet.
It took him a while to realize.
Yeah.
Because he like sits down and he gets up and looks in the closet and sees nothing but empty hangers. Frankie is joyed by that, or given joy by that. Mm-hmm. And Johnny sits down next to her brushing his teeth, and he's like, I'm not going to ask whose robe this is. And she says, good. He says, you should really use toothpaste with fluoride.
Yeah, you really should.
And she's like, shh, no, shh, listen. And I think this is where she has the line,
you really hear through anything?
Yeah, she says, no matter what?
Yeah.
And he goes, no matter what. and it pulls out of the apartment window.
Wait, before that,
Mhm.
we see what everyone's doing in bed.
You're right.
Yeah, it does
We do.
flash to all the
Yeah.
people.
Yep. As she's staring out
asleep.
the window. Yep. So we have Tim and Bobby in bed with the dog.
Mm-hmm. Netta's passed out in her twin bed.
Yeah, she's curled up in her twin bed. Nick, my favorite one, he's got one leg over the edge of the bed, over a crib.
The baby in his arm.
Yeah, sleeping on his chest. The two kids sleeping between them, between him and his wife.
We see Cora sitting on the edge of her bed, eating a donut and drinking some coffee with her orange cat.
With some random guy in the bed behind her. And she
Mhm.
kind of does a, fuck it, let's see what this goes
Yeah,
kind of
she's
expression
like, I
on her
kinda
face.
like that one.
Yeah. And as the camera is pulling away from Frankie and Johnny on this windowsill, our last line of the movie, Frankie looks at him and goes, "I'm 36." And it shows both of them smiling, and we cut to a shot of the apartment. All of her elephants on the shelf have now been rotated to face the window.
Yep.
And they're in bed just cuddling.
Mm-hmm.
And our movie ends on a happy note.
Yes.
What tries to make you feel like a happy note.
A happy for now.
Yeah, happy for now. And
Yeah.
and that's Frankie and Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
Wild ride.
Wasn't it?
Wild. So, Abby, what did you think of this movie, and would you regret if you saw this in the theater?
There were parts of this movie that I liked. I would be very interested to see a production of the play because I feel like this movie was too long
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and there were just so many things that didn't need to be in there. But this is one of those movies that I feel like, depending on when you see it in your life, it's either going to really resonate with you or it's not going to at all. And at this point, there were so many red flags from Johnny that it just, like, I couldn't really fall 100% into the story. I was just worried for Frankie. You know, he,
Agreed.
like, I hate it because there's these pockets of time where he's acting batshit insane, and there's pockets of time where I'm like, this is a beautiful story.
Which I feel like
And-
is the case for relationships.
Yeah.
But like you said when we were watching it last night, this relationship, toxic.
Yes.
Yeah. I would have regretted seeing this in the theaters. If I were to say they were re-releasing it and I was going to go to a screening and I saw it, I would have been like, absolutely not. That was not worth the money.
No.
No.
Okay. Erica, what'd you think?
Same vibes as Abby. I like parts of this movie. Nathan Lane, Kate Nelligan, hilarious. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I think it would. Oh, Kate Nelligan would have been really good, like in a John C. Reilly opposite romantic comedy,
yes.
a la Molly Shannon.
Yes.
I think the two of them would have been hilarious. But it's just Johnny had so many fucking red flags where it made me so nervous. Like, if I didn't know this was was supposed to be a romantic comedy, I would have been like, oh, he's going to kill her and or do non-consensual stuff to her. It's just, I don't know. Like, it's making me realize I don't like Al Pacino. Nothing about him is attractive. Even when he was playing
Michael
in A Godfather, I was like, I don't get it. You know, like, there's no way he's making the ladies hot. Just not good. I regretted watching. Well, I didn't regret watching it. I regret watching it a second time. The first time I was like, sure, whatever. But the second time I was like, ooh, no.
You really see all those red flags in
Yes.
the second one, huh?
It really, like, the first watching, you're like, oh, no. The second time, you're like, girl, get out. But,
Yeah.
no, I'm glad you bought the rental and not me.
Okay. All right. So I can't really add too much to what my co-hosts here have said. I would have absolutely regretted seeing this in the theater. And I think I've said this several times through our episode. I like every character in this movie except for Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the potential to have been a great love story is there, but they have this pushy man who does not understand someone's boundaries.
Even when they
explicitly.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they had rewritten this character in a different way, I would totally be behind this movie. Yeah, it was such a disappointment to see. Because what got me excited for it was, Al Pacino and Michelle Pfeiffer in a romantic comedy together. I've never heard of that. I've never seen it. I'm looking forward to this. Mm-hmm. And just one half of our titular characters was terrible. And I don't blame Al Pacino for that. I think if you put any character in that role, they would have done the same thing. I hate the way he was written. Like, yeah, Al Pacino definitely was giving off old man vibes.
Yes.
But that didn't ruin it for me. It was his unrelenting pushiness for this. He reminded me of Joseph Gordon-Levitt for 500 Days of Summer.
Yes.
Where he was pushing this relationship on this woman who repeatedly said she didn't want it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
male listeners, don't do any of this.
No.
Yeah, don't use this as a blueprint, please.
Respect someone's boundaries.
Yeah.
But that's Frankie and Johnny. A lovely way to lead up into Thanksgiving, which is a week from now.
It is. I'm ready for some food. And some shopping.
If you had seen this movie back in 1991, though, it would have cost you about $4.21 to see in the theater.
It's still too much.
So that has been our conversation on Frankie and Johnny. In 2 weeks, we're actually coming back for our
first
annual Christmas run, which we are calling the Christmas
Classic Rewind.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We are going to be kicking that off with the 1995 film While You Were Sleeping.
I'm so excited. I've never seen this movie.
Oh my God. Okay. Y'all have fun with that one.
Yeah.
I've never been able to get through the whole movie.
Really?
I might have seen it, but I know Erica is looking forward to it.
I've never seen it.
So that's what we'll be talking about in 2 weeks. If you want to follow us on any social media, we are Get2Theater. The number 2, Get2Theater. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, TikTok, YouTube. So until our next episode, I hope everyone has a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
I'm Adam.
I'm Erica.
I'm Abby.
And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.